podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him actually, he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen?
Boxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I don't want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold a record with pay-per-view. Me.
My drop. I know my drop. I know my situation. I know my fight.
Production.
But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
Boxingvoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. I am your founder and chief, Nestor Gibbs. Now, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
What the hell?
Yo, I almost felt
my man got replaced by a robot.
it almost felt presidential.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
It almost felt presidential, you know what I'm saying? But yo, what's going on?
God, now we're all gonna have bad luck because you didn't start it out with the good morning. Yo, now oh man, something bad happened to me today.
Bro, the day just started. How has something bad happened already? What the freak?
We have a routine. Everybody depends on the routine, champ.
Bro, we are the routine. We're here. That is the routine.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, man. The routine is that we're right here. We're rocking and rolling every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Yo, you know what? We should make it a thing. I used to listen to this podcast where they each said something in their intro. So it'd be like 9 a.m. Eastern, and you'd be like 7 a.m. Central, and you know. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what they said.
Poor guys.
I'm not saying that's what they said, but like, since you're on Central Time, you say your time. Doomy's already on my time, so he says his own time because he's never on the real Eastern Time. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, but we all know that the best time is. The best part of waking up is TBV in your cup. And you're here with Nestor Gibbs, Mario Munguia, and Alex Doomsday. Good morning, America, world, and all the TBV fam across the nation. Yeah, Mr. Gibbs.
So
steer us into this path of gypsyindom.
Well, before we go there, I would like to do this. Showdown in A-Town is going down because it's going to be streamed live right here to the boxingvoice.com, or rather, should I say youtube.com/the Boxing Voice. And we're also going to be doing the commentating live from Atlanta in August 14th. And I'm calling Lorenzo Truck Simpson's fight.
The Boxing Voice.
Why cool? Okay, so that wasn't the right one. That's the old one. I'm sorry. It was a longer one.
Remember, August 14th, we're in the house.
Exactly. August 14th, we're in the house, but YouTube is also going to be in the house because you're going to be able to watch the fights live on this channel. So subscribe. And yo, by the way, you can go to the link. Let me pull it up. Ness already on point. Put the link, put the video up.
Yeah, I scheduled it already.
It's scheduled already. So you can
save
put that link and bookmark it, save it, and have it ready to go and put the notifications on it so that when that is going to go 30 minutes before it goes live, you will get a notification and it will say you about to be hype.
Mm-hmm. Call him hype,
That's
man.
what it says.
Yo, so did you guys happen to see the London Runs Boxing tribute that he did for us calling this fight? No? Okay, cool.
No.
Well, that's
I
the good
did not.
thing. That's the good thing about having a podcast. You know, you have listeners that appreciate what it is that you do. And he created a piece of content for us, which he sent to me, and I posted on our Instagram. I want to go ahead and screen share that. And you know while I love it, right? I look at it and I'm like, damn, I wonder if this is turning some promoters off because of Ness's potty mouth. But we're almost at 60,000 Instagram followers. We're at 59.7. So go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, because he's going to stay up to date on everything TBV. But here's the tribute.
That works out really well.
Hey, let's start over.
And Body Jet gets his head off the line with a taller guy like Jaden Booth. That works out really well. Oh my God! Wow! That was a devastating knockout by Dakari Scott.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
I forgot my job.
Jesus Christ! He's done! He's gotta be done!
This goes down.
He's gotta be done. There's no way he could.
Oh, he's
Jesus
hurt.
Christ.
He's hurt.
This man is amazing.
Back on what you said, you know, he's doing 3 and 4 punches. Look, this is like a 6-punch barrage, and now Lucas's brown eye is looking almost shut. Oh! He put him to sleep with that fucking left hook. He's done.
I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers.
And Body Jet.
All right, so shout out to London Runs Boxing for that.
Shout out to London Runs Boxing.
Little
Yo,
tribute.
was that a highlight
Mario,
reel?
Yeah.
Or was that TJ's intro?
TJ? Who's
You know,
TJ?
TJ's intro, the one with the Mike Tyson be cussing and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about JT? You said TJ.
JT.
He said TJ.
What the fuck? I'm like, who's TJ?
My
Yo,
bad.
but Mario, why you sound just like Mauro Ranello with the oh my god?
That was the Joe Rogan.
Oh my
That was the
god!
Joe Rogan.
I'm like,
bro, let me tell you, that shit was like completely organic. I swear to God. Like, first of all, I was shocked because the knockout was just picture perfect right in front of us. That's the other thing that people got to remember. Like, I'm sure our community has seen crazy knockouts in person, but like when you're right there at that table and it's right in front of you, like in a judge's position, it's like shocking. You know, I haven't been in that position many times. You know, not all of us have them A-list credentials. Some of us got to sit in the back. Some of us get green billed, but yeah, listen, it was that plus Ness hit the shit out of my shoulder, like literally cocked back and just bah. Yo, my man turned me around a full spin in my chair. Get over here!
yeah, it was that was a dope knockout, man. That was amazing. But here goes the official promo, and this one was created by our graphic designer, Jemmy, aka Ignorant Boxing. It's going down, baby. August 14th, the showdown in A-Town. It's going down. TBV will be streaming these fights live right here on theboxingvoice.com. And you can also find it right here at youtube.com/theboxingvoice, where we will be commentating the live fight for Lorenzo Truck Simpson, the gift Darren Cunningham, and obviously De Lo Mio from the Dominican Republic, trained by Ken Porter, Henry Martinez. Don't forget, right here on youtube.com/theboxingvoice, you can watch boxing absolutely free. Big names on TBV. Yes, sir. So, just wanted to obviously give our little promo, let you know there will be free boxing here. I want everybody to tell everybody this is a very big opportunity for us to, put our names out there, have the boxing world listen to our commentating. So I will do better and try not to have a potty mouth. but it's also a huge opportunity to gain some subscribers because of these big name fighters. So, anybody that reposts our flyer, any content creator, if you can post the flyer on your community page, I will be forever in your gratitude. You're more than welcome to come up on my panel. And, I'm pretty sure we got G Funky to 1,000 subs yesterday. I'm pretty sure people, waking up yesterday, we got him about 15 instantly, and he was only about 60 away. I'm pretty sure we got him there. The community definitely comes together for one another. So I need y'all to come together for us, the panelists, man. We need to make a long-lasting impression with this card, and we need to gain subscriptions. If we can just continue to be the, YouTube channel that American boxing promoters choose to stream free to fight fans, it would be a blessing from the big man upstairs. And when I say big man, I ain't talking about the big man with the COVID, Tyson Fury, running around now. Now he's saying it ain't my fault. Yo, who made that song, Mario? I know you're the musician of the group, no?
Oh, it's not my Mystical.
What was that? Oh,
Mystical.
It ain't my fault, right? Like,
with the grill piece.
No, if you read the article,
ain't my fault. That was a dope video.
If you read the article, he says it isn't his fault, but then he says it's the fault of the sparring partners who come and go. So,
well, he said that he did everything that the physicians in America told him to do, and that they were extra careful. You know what? Let me pull up.
Yo, look at this dude. I'm not going to let this go. Look at this dude. He said, you apologized to Wilder. He was wrong about him pulling the video down. See, and this is what I'm saying. Wilder's truly a king out here, right? So everybody and their mother said Al told Porter to pull his tweet down. Al told Porter to pull his tweet down, but I was wrong.
So we confirmed it.
Oh, you
I'm just saying.
Wrong,
for one fighter, Al is the one that told him pull it down. For the other fighter, nah, no way that happened. Man, shut your ass up, man. Oh, silly Billy ass.
Oh, that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Yo, man, dudes be so mad, like, with the truth.
Yo, but is Tyson Fury knocking back beers? Is that what I read in that article? He was he was doing an interview, and the writer mentioned a condensation coming from a can that he was holding.
A Heineken, not a can, a Heineken. And he said,
those are the strong ones too.
He said,
Heineken's
this is my first beer since Christmas, he says. Yo, who believes that? Mario, you believe that was his first beer since Christmas?
I don't.
Why not? Why would you believe he's a liar?
Because, not because he's a liar, but because who counts their beers like that? You know what I mean?
But that's the point. If you really only had one, if that's the first one since Christmas, you probably remember, damn, I haven't drank.
Listen, I know because I've had issues in college. I count my shit, right? I never have more than 2 drinks at a place. Never will. And so, I know there are certain rules people follow, but I guess other people don't. I'm not going to say that that's right or wrong. I just know that when you have had those kinds of issues, you know what I'm saying? You know what? That's another conversation for another time. I don't want to turn this into the shit that Beef had us talking that last time. But yeah.
I'm definitely a psychopath, and I hope he knows that.
Yo, Tyson Fury again. But how is it that these sparring partners are not being screened or tested? You're in for a multi-million-dollar fight. I don't know if I even believe that. Who are some of the sparring partners?
I think they were tested. I think they just were at liberty to come and go. And it's like Tyson says in the article, look, I was training in Las Vegas, and it's a hotbed for COVID. Plus the sparring partners get to go home. He was in a bubble. He was staying. He actually bought a home. The article says he bought a home in America.
Did any of his sparring partners test positive for COVID?
Allegedly Joseph Parker, but then he was in the UFC event, and his team came out and said that he was never negative. I mean, that he was never positive.
There was another one too that had reported. Oh man, I can't remember the guy's name. Let me find it. But they never had like every single thing. You know how it is now. It's like, yo, I need proof. Like, so I mean, at this point, I don't even know how to report COVID anymore without having somebody's full doctor screening.
Well, I mean, look,
Again,
it's a slow news cycle.
I'd like to talk to at least one or two of the sparring partners to try to see if anybody's positive, man. Listen, if you messed up, you got to be accountable for what you messed up in. This seems like he's just trying to scapegoat.
Yeah, but wasn't Isaac Lowe also positive, Mario? Wasn't like he the first rumored one? Everybody was throwing him under the bus. It was like it's Isaac's fault. You know, and he's like a lightweight.
Now, you know.
And Ajagba tested, and Ajagba was his sparring partner.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to B-Dog.
Yo, they folded under questioning.
Yeah, they folded it under questioning. But at the end of the day, it's I mean, look, that's one of the things that people can just say, I guess, nowadays. I mean, you know, and everything sort of halts when you say COVID.
So I'm being told by the producer that Lawrence Okoli, I'm a beast, I'm a savage, is coming on at 10:30 a.m. So if you wanna ask Mr. Okoli a question, you know what you gotta do. You gotta be a Patreon of TBV. Head on over to patreon.com/The Boxing Voice, where you will find the posts for the WBO champion in the cruiserweight division, Lawrence Okoli. Remember, Okoli is probably coming on in direct response to the last cruiserweight interview we had where someone wanted to fight with him. Do you remember? Who was it? Who was on this show and mentioned Okoli's name?
Oh, it was
it Rozeki? No, I wasn't even on.
No, it was damn, who
Call
was
you
it?
guessing. He said,
No.
Was it
I'm not.
Rozeki?
It was
No.
that had the fight of the year.
No, this guy, he's like, wasn't it Rozeki? Wait, I wasn't even on. But you're right. It's Brandon Glayton.
Brandon Glayton. Thank you. Yes.
I think I pronounced it wrong. Didn't he say it's
Glanton? No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think it is Glanton.
Don't worry, champ. Once you get that belt, we all gonna know your name. But yeah, so Okoli coming on. He's in a power position, right? He's with Matchroom. He's got the WBO belt. So if he wants to give Brandon, matter of fact, somebody send Brandon the link. Make sure he wipes the coal out your eye. Tell him it's TBV calling. And why? We got his man Lawrence Okoli from the barbershop. He about to come on the shop and he about to get chopped, put him on the block. Right? No? I tried.
I thought you were gonna say we're gonna have him on the line.
Why would I say on the line? Yo, you love Canelo, man. Get yourself a new fucking favorite fighter. Get the thing in here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my man just sit here playing Canelo bites all day. Look, see, that's why I love Jeff.
Canelo bite.
Jeff, you really need a check from your man. I already seen messages. I got Jeff in so many group chats. I already seen.
Bro, why do you think Rozeki came to my head, man? Jeff is always with
Jeff
him,
already sending messages to Rozeki and everything.
Okay.
He's like, yo, they about to have him on. Too. He like, yo, they about to have him on. Come on, man. Come on. You need to crash the party. They gotta hire him. They gotta hire Jeff, man. For real.
Yo, I'm swear to God, that's why I thought of him too, because I'm always hearing about the cruiserweight that Jeff mentions, and that's Rozeki, man. But anywho,
first name Ryan.
Ryan Rozeki.
Ryan Rozeki, yeah.
El Maestro.
Maestro on.
Buen dia.
Buenos dias, senor.
What you got in the cup, champ?
I got some espresso, bro, extra strong.
I thought you had a little TBV in that cup, champ.
Well, you know what? The coffee plus TBV, if that can't get you going on a Friday, I don't know what will.
Yo,
you need to link up with Doomy. Doomy made me an espresso that was the best espresso I ever had in my life. Champ, what was it?
It was my own little mix and
your little concoction.
Yeah,
he's a barista.
I'll probably open
Maestro,
up a coffee
just in
machine.
case. Yeah, you don't know, but do me a barista.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my own coffee shop when I'm old and shit.
You know, I'd love to do that as well. Like, we don't have that many here in the South Bronx, especially where I live.
What?
So
For real?
you got the bodegas that do coffee, but you don't have like sit down like little cafe like European style.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, I do my shit stovetop like my grandparents.
Oh, you poor?
Yeah, you know it.
What, you got the little sock?
You
got the little sock, the strainer?
The sock.
No, you know what it is. It's like it looked like a kettle. You put the water in the bottom. You put the coffee grounds on top of the water, and it steams up onto the top. Right?
Nice. He got that one. He got that one.
I thought he was talking about the old school. Remember with the strainer, you got to
That's
pour.
what I thought. The pouring.
Yeah.
Pour it through the strainer that looked like a sock.
Yeah.
So your coffee pot be whistling and shit like.
It boils. You can hear the bubbling going up, but not so much whistling. But yeah. But if on a Friday, bro, long week here. Plus, I've been putting in the work this week on the Boxing Voice. Thank you guys for having me.
Yo, has your subscriber count gone up? Let me check G Funky. I think we almost got him there, yo.
Yeah, my subs go up, but you know, whenever I speak what I believe in, sometimes they go up, and then sometimes I lose a couple. So you know,
no, it's like that. You know what I
But
mean?
you like that?
That's for letting me speak my mind, because you know, not everybody's willing to do that.
No, they don't like you around here. I'm just saying. They said, they said maestro, you know. They don't like your truth.
Well,
that's
I had
that's
one
why
guy
I'm glad.
call in after I left the other day. I don't want to say his name, but he's on my brother Joe Habib show every now and again, and he's getting mad on.
I know who you're talking about. The very angry caller.
Because I had an issue with him constantly calling.
I remember he said that.
Like brothers N-words, and I'm like, dude, are you black? And I'm like, because if you're not black, like, don't be calling my people N-words. I don't care if you speak Spanish or whatever country you think you're from. Like, that's not appropriate. And he got real mad at me for it. It is what it is.
Hey, what happened?
Rick Ramos. Hey, Rick, man, can I send you the link? Because we have to have a conversation. I just remembered, man. You talking about Earl wasn't ever going to look the same, man. We need to have that conversation. Earl been looking good. Now he's fighting Pacquiao. Come on, Rick Ramos, trainer of, oh my God, McCaskill. About to butcher her last name. But remember, Rick was like, yo, I don't think he going to come back.
Yeah, he said he ain't never gonna be the same.
Yeah, man. What's up?
About that, because he definitely came back in his last fight against Danny Garcia.
For real.
Yeah,
that was something that, you know, really no one thought he would do. I expected a tune-up. Like, you know, and he said no tune-ups.
Bro, he took it right on the jaw multiple times from a committed and obviously established power puncher in Garcia. He didn't show any damage from that car accident.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, Danny, I wish Danny just let those hands go, you know, and I get it. I get it. You know, after being in the ring, I understand it's not easy, especially when someone is, you know, as good as you or better, and then you're trying to let your hands go. And, you know, good fighters, they punch when you punch, so that's when those punches really hurt. So I see why Danny didn't, but it's like, bro, you're not giving yourself an opportunity at winning by fighting in this manner that you've been fighting for a very, very long time now. Now he wants to move to 54. I just hope he understands that he's got to be a different fighter at 54, being shorter, you know, being the smaller man. Like, you can't just be like some dude that's going to be boxing from the outside versus these bigger people.
That's the problem I see with it, man. That's the problem I see with, like, with Miguel Cotto, you know, he off the Mayweather with the Freddie Roach introduction, like it felt like a rejuvenated Cotto. You know what I'm saying? So his move to 154, I believed in. You know, he was putting that work to the body, and yeah, Delvin Rodriguez wasn't the, you know, most credible fighter at 154, although he was very durable and he did have some really good moments in his career. But he went out there and he showed it, and I just haven't seen the same from Danny to suggest that he would be able to make that move, you know, lock, stock.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to have to get a little bit of Brian Castano in him, you know, let his hands go on the inside and work to get in there. a real man admits when he's wrong. You know, I had a relook at the fights that we were talking about last night. You were wrong. Sorry, you were right. I was wrong about the knockdown with Porter and who was it?
Earl?
Was it Broner?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was us. I guess we all had that conversation. You're right. Yeah.
So I'll tip my hat to you on that one. You were right about it.
Yeah, it was just a flash. You mean, right?
It was just a flash. Yeah.
And it happened in like the first 10 seconds, right, Maestro?
Yeah. The thing is, sometimes when you see something in the moment, it's a lot bigger than you think it was. You got to kind of go back, look at it a couple times, you know?
You're right.
You're affected by the crowd noise. You're affected by the announcers, you know?
It's that Earl one. The Earl one was where you could see his eye. You know, Earl and Keith hit Porter very hard. Like Keith made his... You know, he made Porter's whole neck. It looked like
he got a chiropractor adjustment.
And then they freaking slow motion, yo. Then PBC caught that in slow motion. So he's like,
the spit flying,
spit coming out. That shit. I'm like, whoa, bro. Keith hit him with some
Errol
stuff.
hit him too pretty hard.
But so Tyson comes out and addresses, you know, the COVID conspiracy allegations. Has everyone read the article? I'm gonna put it in the. I never used this chat, Maestro, but I'm gonna send it here to you so that there's. Actually, I'll text it to you.
It's convenient. You could just pop it in there. I'll have a quick read.
It just makes noise on the live show. I hate it. Let me see. Where's this?
You could text it to me if you want.
That'll work. So, Mario, you want to read the facts of the article? You English major, you graduate.
I could definitely do that. Although, who we got here?
Oh, do we have our guest already?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No.
He is a guest, but not the fighter. This is Divine Reborn, a.k.a. Kenny. What's good, man? Good morning. Kenny, why you never say nothing? Just jump on quiet.
Is that Shannon the Cannon?
Oh, Shannon jumped on too?
Shannon the Cannon.
Shannon
we got the hotline going. Champ, you available or what? You rolling up?
Hey, yo, Champ, you've been trolling Rampage.
We hear you, but we can't see you though. All right.
Woo!
There you
Let's
go.
go, Champ.
Let's go, Champ.
Champ, it's been a long time, Champ.
Turn it sideways. Turn it sideways,
Champ.
so it don't blur you out, because it's blurring you out that way. Turn it sideways.
I saw the exchange with Rampage Jackson. That was entertaining.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So, Champ, you really getting this fight or what? I know you must be coming on to promote this fight. Is Rampage jumping in the ring with you?
Yeah. Rampage decided to jump into the oven, so I'm going to turn it all the way up.
Oh,
so
man.
1 billion degrees.
When and where? When and where is this fight taking place?
Well, tentatively, December 4th. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino is a targeted place. If not, we got a couple other venues in mind. Memphis, a few other places. But it's going to be a great night of boxing. We got some potential MMA legends that are calling, asking to be a part of it. I spoke to Roy Nelson myself. I spoke to Rashad Evans. I spoke to Bob Sapp. Talked to him twice. Spoke to him last night. He wants to box. Who else? We got quite a few. Anthony Hamilton, quite a few of them MMA pies want to give it a try in the oven.
MMA pies. So, Champ, are you still in the beginning stage? You still putting the card together, or you already got a promoter that is going to be promoting this, or is this you taking a stab at promoting?
I am the promoter. I've been a promoter. I've been promoting myself since day one.
No,
you know
I hear you, so but I mean the license for the actual fight is what I mean.
I'm licensed. I've been licensed. I'm licensed at everything. I'm good at everything. I'm licensed,
you licensed
at everything.
To kill, Champ. You licensed
Let's
to kill.
Go, Champ. Man. Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a great night of boxing. Yeah, everything's looking good, Champ, to be honest with you. It's going to be, I think, a phenomenal night of boxing for things to come, because then we're going to go vice versa. We're going to go in the cage with these boys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah? So you're going to go from the ring and then to the cage?
Yeah, it's a 2-fight deal. So basically, you could buy it for $128, or you could buy it for $60 and get both. Let's go, Champ.
Wow.
Damn, so you ready to
Look
go?
at your man right there. He looking at me like I'm crazy. He never seen nothing like this.
Yeah, man. I mean, you
What's
gonna
your
go.
man name? What's your man name right there?
That is Maestro. He's reading. That's what it is. He's reading.
Yeah, I'm reading about, Ness just sent me this article about Tyson Fury explaining the whole COVID situation in his camp. So I'm just brushing up on the facts before we enter the cipher and discuss it.
Hey, Shannon, let me ask you though, how hard or how quickly was this card able to come together? Like, how hard was it? How long you been working on it?
No, I've been, for years, all my life, I've been working on something big, trying to put big things together. And this was just another day of me trying to say, let me get a fight. Let me make some things happen. I've been out the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? I have other businesses, other interests that I work on, but boxing is my passion. It keeps me out there. It keeps my name, helps me with other businesses. And to be honest with you, I'm good at it still. You know what I'm saying? As I've gotten older, I've rested my body well. I don't party. I don't drink. You know what I mean? I smoke herb, but that's it, and that's helpful. And
yes,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling. So I work out, and as I work out, it's not like I can't knock people out. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get paid to knock people out, why not? Tyson, those guys came back. I was doing my thing first and foremost, but they came back and put on a little show with Roy Jones and all that. And now they talking other fights they got coming up. But truth of the matter is, nobody wanted to fight me. For 8 years, I've been on the hunt, looking for them everywhere, trying to get fights. Nobody wanted nothing. Nobody wanted to fight me. Not one human being on the planet would give me a chance. They scared, all of them.
They scared, champ. I know they scared, champ. I can see it.
Look at me.
Rampage
on the paddleboard recently? Have you seen Vlad on the paddleboard anytime recently in Florida?
I see Vlad. I'm knocking him out on sight. He's scared too. He's scared too. All these people came back. Well, he coming back. Believe me. He coming back. Vlad coming back. Mark my words.
Oh, you said that last time, champ.
He coming back. But the thing is, he won't fight me. We talked. We spoke about the fight. He listen, nobody want to lose to Shannon Briggs.
Champ, you got fists the size of lunch boxes. Of
nobody want to lose to Shannon Briggs, man.
The whole screen.
It's a bad look if I hit you with this. If I hit you with this, it's a bad look. And then all the light gonna be on me. Imagine if I had some big money PBC behind me. The way I am, my personality, I'd be through the roof. They hating on me, but it's okay. This ain't nothing new, champ. All I'm saying.
But why do you think that is, though? Why do you think that is, though?
Well, nobody want to be outshined.
But I mean, if you look at it, right? Like, there's obviously some fighters that came before you on the social media, but you were the first big name to embrace social media and create a movement. Like, Let's Go Champ is probably gonna outlive you and boxing. It's probably gonna be synonymous with boxing. Let's Go Champ. So it's like, you got the momentum. We know you have the people. Your Instagram also indicates you got the engagement. I really find it difficult to understand why you can't get a fight, why a network doesn't give you a one-off. Like, even at one point, we thought Eddie was going to give you a fight. He was talking about it in the big house, and it never happened. And Dazn needed an American to bring in subscribers. Like, something is up that we don't know.
Let's go, champ.
I mean, we need you to tell us what's going on, man.
Huh?
We need you to tell us what's going on. Like, I don't, we need answers.
Well, truth of the matter is, champ, there's some powers that be. Listen, this is an independent game. Let's just leave it at that. It's an independent game. I'm a promoter. I promote myself. No promoter is going to give you a handout. No promoter is going to let you know. No promoter is going to basically, give you nothing for free. So I ain't looking for no handouts, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, champ, I got calls from Trilogy, many times. I got calls from different people, but, they don't want to pay. They want the champ for the low, you know what I'm saying? They want the champ for the cheap, and it don't work like that, you feel me? It don't work like that. That's just the matter. I'm not going to be, I work too hard. I work too hard on my own without anybody. to get this far to be like, okay, let me take $300,000 and fight Joe Blow, and it'd be a tough fight. I'm 49,000 years old. I still got to be realistic and smart. You feel me? I still got to be smart and be realistic. So, okay, now this fight, if I fight Wilder, for instance, you know what I'm saying? He can hit me and kill me, man. Not just me, any man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's crazy to me.
Like that, hit you in the temple, you might not get up.
Yeah.
Now listen to me. You know when you sign that contract, okay, but I got a chance too. Knocking him out too. So that's what I'm saying. So, but it's a risk reward. So you ain't gonna get me for the low, because I bring too much to the table. I put asses in the seats.
Yeah.
That's why I respect Rampage, because Rampage was like, you know what? This would be a good feat for me. He wanted to box, and he was like, yo, you know what? I can take a lighter fight, but you know what? If I knock off Shannon Briggs, he old. Guess what? That put me right at the top.
Yeah. Yeah. No, and it's crazy to me that they would try to get you on the low, because the thing is that when they sign you as a fighter for a fight, they're not just getting another fighter. They're getting a dude who's constantly promoting, who's constantly putting himself out there, who's constantly grabbing the media attention. Like, yo, we were in Atlanta commentating. Yeah, he's smoking on there.
Of course.
I love this guy, man. I love this guy.
Weren't you putting out your pre-rolls last time you were on?
You already know the deal.
We knew blood, champ. We knew blood, man.
I love this fucking show, man. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Yo, but so talk
that's
about
my
the
guy right there.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you a television question. Are you looking for a network, or are you doing independent streaming?
I'm going pay-per-view, but I am looking for a streaming partner. I love that Trilogy gave me a situation where you came in with a deal. I think I'm putting together a phenomenal card. I got some sleepers, some other ones that I haven't mentioned on yet, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking to get 10 fights. 10 MMA brothers against 10 boxing brothers. And I got some girl fights on the card that want to do some boxing. Listen, this is like a crossover. You know, listen, when we go to MMA, you know, we probably gonna be shitting in our drawers. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna live together. We gonna all train together for 3 weeks. The MMA and the boxers. We gonna all live together. Those nasty ass MMA guys, we gotta live with them for 3 weeks and train. And then guess what? We gonna see how we doing in the cage. In the
like
chicken
a reality
cage.
thing. Like a reality.
I call it the chicken cage.
Chicken cage, chicken coop. Yo, so what gave you this idea? Like, this almost sounds like the Ultimate Fighter, but it's like a mix, like, you know what I'm saying? Like boxers versus MMA guys. That's dope. What gave you that idea?
You know, I had a lot to do with the Jake and Logan Paul. You know, got into boxing. Their first fight was overseas. I helped promote with that, and then I trained Logan for a second fight. I trained Jake as well. And, you know, I think that the emergence of influencers in boxing has done great, because if you look at what Trilla did and what Jake and Logan have done, it's brought new blood to the game. You got all these TikTokers and YouTubers now. They got boxing fans now. I mean, they're making their fans that were just YouTube kids or TikTok kids, social media kids, they making them boxing fans. Now people throwing punches, right? Kids that would never throw punches, hey, look at this, they throwing punches while they watch the fight. Now, I looked at that and said to myself, damn, I was a major part of that. I've been trolling, I've been, you know, starting beefs online, I know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had a computer in 1983. My mother got me a Radio Shack computer, then I got a Commodore 64. You feel me?
Damn.
So, no, my bad. I was like 81, 82. So I'm you know, I used to hook it up to the back of the TV. You had to connect the box, you switch it over. I'm old school with the computer. I've been on the computer all my life, basically. So I said to myself, man, this is an opportunity. Mike did his thing with Roy. I said, let me, you know, who better than me? You know, it seemed like Triller was made for me. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it for what it's worth, it's made for me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a guy. I'm boisterous. I'm loud. I make it fun. I make it action. Let's go, champ. You know, so I'll fight anybody, but they got to pay me. So I got back into more focused, interested in it, seeing the emergence of how many. But I seen this early on. I ain't trying to give myself a blowjob, but I seen this early on, y'all. I told people, I said, yo, this is good for boxing with these kids, Jake and Logan Paul. Everybody, nah, this is fucking up boxing. This is bad. I said, nah, it's bringing in new blood. It's going to bring in new sponsors.
I said that too, champ. They called me a clown, man. They said they called me all types of names, man. I went to Eddie before he ever did that Logan Paul fight, and I had seen the KSI and Logan, and I said, man, these YouTubers just did 1.2, Eddie, you should sign him. And he laughed at me. Then look, turned around and signed him a year later and shit. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, champ. Like, you've been doing this before other people, but they ain't giving you that shot. So why don't you just go straight to pay-per-view? Like you said, this is the generation of social media. You could do streaming on your own. You don't need a Trilogy. All you got to do is get a streaming company, set the price, and push that shit the way you've been pushing yourself for all these years. And I mean, you know, $20, $30, $50 pay-per-views, man. I mean, we talking about some money. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Champ is activated.
I'm streaming it. I'm streaming it pay-per-view, champ. And I'm also you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a streaming partner. I ain't going to front. I'm talking to different people. I'm back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the gym. I'm feeling good.
I see you sparring.
I'm about to shock the world, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm going to shock the world. The whole world going to see me come back. My birthday is December 4th.
Oh, shit. That's my uncle's birthday.
That's the fight night, right? I turned 50,000 years old. Half 100, y'all. Half 100 the night I fight. That's going to be the beginning of the new Shannon Briggs. I'm going to be reborn December 4th. Unfortunately, my mother passed on December 4th, my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been a sad day for me. You know what I'm saying? But this December 4th, I said I'm turning 50. I'm always sad on my birthday. This is going to be one birthday that I'm going to do something special. I'm going to make it feel, because my birthday come out, I hate it. I just don't even want to think about that day. But now, this birthday, December 4th, MMA versus boxing. We're going to have a great weekend of boxing, not just one night. We're going to have from Thursday to Sunday. It's going to be a combat convention. We're bringing in all the MMA legends, all the boxing legends coming together for a great weekend. We did it before with the heavyweight thing, you know what I'm saying? But then we're going to do it again now this year with MMA and boxing. It's going to be great, a great weekend. We're giving out award ceremony, trophies. We're going to do a big pitch, a lot of NFT movement, cryptocurrency companies. I'm speaking with crypto.com right now. Shout out to my boy Adam and Craig and all the boys in North Carolina. You know, it's looking big, champ. I ain't going to hold you, man. Listen, ain't nobody giving me shit. I got to go out there and make it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing. I've been making this shit, and now I'm making some new shit. A lot of people hating, all you stupid, this is whack. You know, online hate, you reaching, you desperate. Yeah, I want to make it.
Man, don't listen to them, champ.
You feel me?
Or listen, but I'm going to tell you, though, real talk, you ain't shocking nobody on December 4th, because I know you knocking Rampage out.
Well, the thing is, I'm going to do it with a blindfold on.
Shake the stakes. I love it.
Now,
I love it.
Hey Shannon, are you promoting any fighters? I mean, you know, I'm just sitting here thinking, like, with all the following and popularity you have, and you are self-promoted, you don't promote any fighters or interested in promoting fighters?
Yeah, you would do wonders for someone else.
I don't promote any fighter, but I will say this. That's the goal of Let's Go Championship Boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the goal, is to eventually use this. You know, Vince McMahon used to fight sometime. He come out the crowd. You feel me? So I'm gonna fight sometime, but I'm gonna do shows. I've spoken to like 300 different casinos. You know what I'm saying? Native casinos that interest in having shows once we figure out what's going on with COVID, bringing back fights. I want to do small shows, stay active, keep guys. Once in a while, the champ might come out the crowd and put hands on somebody. But keep myself busy, build up a bunch of kids, man. I think a lot of talent out there that's not being seen, that PBC might not have, Aaron might not have, Eddie Hearn might not have. There's other talent out there. They don't have they don't have a platform other than social media. So listen, I think that I could build that with Let's Go Championship Boxing, especially with help from you guys, because you some cool motherfuckers, man. Let's go, champ.
Hey, champ, don't you know Truck?
Excuse me, brother?
Do you know Truck?
Lorenzo
Simpson? Lorenzo Simpson?
Not familiar with the name.
Oh,
brother.
no? Okay. I thought you
Can I
might have
jump
known.
in for a sec, Nas?
Of course.
Yeah, so Champ, you've always
Yes,
inspirational message, and I'll tell you this: when I was a kid, I had bad asthma. I still have asthma right now to a certain extent, and I remember you being on TV as an elite athlete with asthma, and it was something that made me think, wow, I could actually do sports and do it at a high level. And I'm a phys ed teacher now, and I see kids that have asthma that still don't think that they can achieve like a maximal, championship or whatever, because they think it could hold them back. So, so to you for being a athlete with asthma and indirectly, providing inspiration to young kids.
Thank you, champ. I appreciate you, man. I want to say people have no idea how crippling it is to be asthmatic. You know what I'm saying? You could die. They don't even know the statistics. Thousands of kids and people die every day. Well, not a year, but every day, I think 10 to 15 people die from asthma. Now, listen to me, guys. Hear me out on this. This ain't no bullshit. Hear me out. I'm a born asthmatic. I lived in the hospital. I lived in St. John's, St. Mary's, Kings County, Brookdale Hospital. I lived in those hospitals. Every year, every winter since I was born, I was in the hospital. I went to private school, a little private school called Risen Christ Lutheran School, because I would have been left back every year. I grew up in school. I grew up in the hospital every winter. That's how bad my asthma. When I got into boxing, it was amazing because it started out in the neighborhood, just on the basketball court. They never picked me for basketball to play. They never picked me for football. I never got picked for baseball. You know why? I couldn't play no sport. I sucked. I can't dribble. I can't hit the ball. I can't throw. None of that shit, right? I got into the boxing. But before I could get tired, I was putting hands on everybody in the basketball court. And the same thing happened when I went to the gym. Now, when I had to go longer rounds, I was like, yo, in the winter only. That's why I moved here, y'all, to Florida. That's why I moved to Florida. That's why I moved to Florida 20 years ago, because the winter was killing me. I fought Darryl Wilson. I lost my first fight. It was freezing. March still, freezing, right? I went up there, my lungs, when I get in cold weather, my lungs tighten up.
Absolutely.
I have what's called cold-induced asthma. So imagine what I could have done if now listen to me, hear me out. I told y'all, listen to me. I was afraid to be a boxer. Every fight I went up the stairs, I was like, yo, I hope I don't get tired. There's only maybe 2 or 3 fights that I didn't have to worry about that. Because I trained like beyond, but it was so hard. What I had to do, yo, it was unreal. Listen to me. I would have had to be in a strict diet. I wish I could have changed these things. But I showed it could be done. I ain't no little asthmatic. I was a bad asthmatic growing up, y'all. Y'all don't understand what it's like to wheeze and can't breathe, and then you just passing out. You don't know if you're gonna die. I used to be hooked up to man machine. Okay, remember the movie with the kid in the plastic bubble?
Oh yeah.
I
remember that.
Bubble Boy.
I remember that.
Bubble Boy.
I was in the plastic, man, when I seen that on TV. When I was a kid, I seen that on TV. I might have been in the 70s or 80s or some shit. And I was like, man, what if I have to live in here for the rest of my life?
Shit,
I'm telling y'all,
scary.
these mind things, your mind, this muscle in your brain, the muscle, it holds on to memories.
Yeah.
And that's what made boxing hard for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm just keeping it real. But guess what? I had to overcome that. So if I could, somebody else could too.
Made you stronger.
Absolutely. So, Chad,
crazy too.
Can I ask you about kind of your look at the heavyweight division right now? I mean, the 3 big dogs in the division are Tyson Fury, obviously AJ and Wilder. We've got Joe Joyce fighting this weekend. What are your thoughts on the heavyweight division right now?
Joe Joyce is the monster. Only thing gonna beat him, I think, is if he's just not in shape. They catch him off guard. You know what I'm saying? If they catch him off guard, but he a monster. I want to see if AJ can maintain. This is a tough fight with him and Usyk. I think he's gonna do good, but this is gonna prove a lot to a lot of people with this fight. Who else? Tyson Fury. That was a big letdown with this fight not happening.
Yeah.
Big letdown. A big boost for. Excuse me. Wrong pipe.
Let's go, champ. You feel me?
I think it's gonna be a big boost, energy, like ego boost for Deontay, because he's like, yo, he pulled out because he was shook. Or he pulled up. I heard sparring. I heard ticket sales wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So they run that game. Oh, the tickets ain't good. Pull out. We gotta do this. We gotta cancel it. I know some people that lost money. They was going to the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's in Vegas, but it could be a multiple things. But I think Deontay's confidence is gonna get blown up. I don't know. I'm hearing Tyson might not fight no more ever again.
Shit.
Yo, champ, can you talk to me real quick about your experience with the 10 Count movie? I know it's coming out. They have you as a featured interview on there. How was your experience with it?
What movie?
10 Count. The documentary.
Yo, you better get your royalty check, champ.
I know, yeah. 10 Count.
What? Nah,
What
champ.
movie?
You do
It's a
so much
documentary.
shit, you forgot.
It's
You
a
do so much shit,
documentary.
you forgot.
What's the
Yeah,
name of it?
It's
10
called
Count,
10
apparently.
Count. Like
I did it.
No, you
yeah,
featured.
like
you're
your featured
featured in it.
interview in the movie. It's from director Nathaniel Weissman.
Your
And
man
the Rock's
Nathan,
part
man.
of it.
You know
Listen,
Nathan.
Oh, man, you're gonna be happy when it come out then.
Send me the link.
Yo,
I got
you remember Nathan, man?
I've got another question for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's like Dwayne Johnson's in it, and they have a bunch of athletes that have been interviewed
Wait,
for
Dwayne
it.
the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, Dwayne the
Man,
Rock
Send me the
Johnson.
link. I want to
I
check it
got
out.
you.
Send me the link. Send me the link.
Send me the link. Send me the link.
So,
I got
Maestro is
you. I'm
on
doing
you.
it right now.
What's my man name? Who that?
I've got another question
Oh,
for you,
that's
Chad.
Kenny down here, and that's Maestro speaking now.
What up, champ?
What's good, champ? Good to see you,
Oh,
man.
good, brother. You too, champ.
I'm in the Bronx, New York. I know you're from Brooklyn originally. I wanted to ask you about a fellow Brooklyn legend, Brooklyn boxer, Mr. Mark Breland. He's been accused of all kinds of terrible things.
This dude gonna twist the knife. Yo.
I'm just gonna ask him. I mean, I respect the champ. I respect Shannon Briggs, and I want to hear his opinion, right? So, you got people out there who are still claiming that they think that this brother from a Brooklynite like you, a fellow black man, spiked Deontay's water. So I want to get your opinion on that kind of conspiracy and what your thoughts are on it.
One thing about Brooklyn dudes, we don't get down like that. We don't do no. We ain't sneaky, spike your water. We don't know how to sell drugs. We just fight. We just know how to put it in your face. Fight. You know what I'm saying? We ain't the sneaky. We ain't putting no shit in your water. We ain't creepy like that. We just straight going gangster beef or chill. We good people, man. We ain't gangsters. We just tough. Brooklyn's tough dudes. So we ain't on it like that. So I highly doubt that. I wasn't there. I can't speak for that man, but that just don't seem like a Brooklyn characteristic, champ.
There you go. Thank you so much for that answer.
Yo, I got a question real quick for Maestro. I didn't have a chance to ask you the other night when we were on here.
Okay.
Did Deontay Wilder actually say, from his own mouth that he thought that Mark Breland spiked his water, or was that just people in his camp that came out with it?
Nah, I mean he flat out said it, and he actually was responding to questions where people were asking him about that. So,
was this like private interviews or what?
I mean, I'm glad that you spoke up just now because you were the person I was actually debating about this first on this channel. Yeah. So, look, at the end of the day, if I'm Deontay and somebody says that about Mark Breland, whether it's someone in my team, one of these sycophants, or whether it's some idiot with a YouTube channel trying to get clicks and use it as clickbait. My reaction is, yo, are you fucking out of your mind? Like, why are you even asking me some stupid ass shit like that? Right. But obviously that wasn't the response, either internally or externally. So I'll just leave it at that.
Facts.
Well, the reason I asked is because
brother kind of smart, man. Where you from? Bronx, you say?
Yeah, I'm in the South Bronx, fam. I'm a school teacher right here in New York City.
Let's go, champ. Teaching them kids, man. We need it, man.
Appreciate that.
That's what they need, man. You know, a teacher is so important, man. You know, who don't remember their 3rd or 4th grade teacher? You know what I mean?
I
don't.
5th
grade teacher. You remember them?
I remember my 8th grade.
all my grades.
Yo, I remember all my
I don't even remember my 8th grade, Miss Stevens. That's funny.
You just had a crush on her.
Hey, yo, I seen him at the fight, y'all. I seen him at the fight. He tall. That's my boy, though.
I see you at the Logan Paul fight. I'm out here in Florida. I seen you spar David Flats, man. I need you to give me some work, man. That's gonna grow the channel. We gotta come on, man. You know I'm streaming Lorenzo. That's why I asked you, did you know Truck? Because I'm streaming 8 fights on the channel on the 14th.
You need Mac Truck, Big Mac Truck?
That's my guy. We called this fight this weekend. You talking about Mac Truck from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, we did the commentating for him, champ, this weekend.
Man,
we did the commentating for his fights in Atlanta.
Fantastic knockout. Wow, huge.
Yeah, that was us on the thing. Going crazy for that knockout.
Yeah, I heard that was a great knockout. I seen it. It was a great knockout.
Yeah. No, but it's Lorenzo Truck Simpson is fighting August 14th, and we're streaming the fights to our channel.
Yes, right here on YouTube.com for free, man. So you get to see
and
also Darren Cunningham.
And we're doing the commentating. We're doing the commentating as well.
Get to see Darren Cunningham.
Y'all need to come out here. Y'all need to come out here to Florida and train me and watch me train and film it, all right? And stream it live.
I'm already out here in Florida. I've been telling Lee that for a minute. I'm in around about an hour from Tampa. I'm on your side because you in Hollywood, right?
Yes, brother.
Yeah, you about 2 hours from me. I seen you sparring David Flats, man.
Yeah.
That's my guy, man. We met him at the BPE promotion in Atlanta. And obviously he's doing all call outs, so mandatory. I'm shocked you ain't done something with him yet.
Yeah, that's my nephew. He gonna be fighting on the card.
Who he's fighting?
Some MMA pie.
Everybody's a pie.
I love it. You keep calling him MMA pies.
A pie.
He a pie.
Yeah.
He gonna take a piece from that man.
Well, champ, man, if you want to give out your social media, anything, we about to get Lawrence Okoli. Unless you want to stay on with the champ, Lawrence Okoli, all the way from United Kingdom, but I think he's.
Well, I'm actually late for the gym. I got to run to the gym right now and get it in. I appreciate you guys really having me on. Nice to meet you two new brothers on the show. Those are my boys. You know, hopefully you guys will have me back on every Friday until I knock these pies out.
Yo, I remember that. That was dope.
Cannon Fridays.
Cannon Fridays is back.
Like dope. And I'm bringing pizza pies. MMA pies.
Cannon Fridays is back.
Pies to come on if that's cool with y'all.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's get Rampage on here, man.
Rampage on.
Good to see you, champ, man.
We're going to set that up. We're going to get Rampage, we're going to get Roy Nelson, Bob Sapp, everybody on.
Oh, Roy Nelson's on the card too?
Yeah, Roy Nelson, Rashad, whatever they call himself. Evans.
Yeah. Rashad Evans.
Sugar Rashad.
Yeah, Rampage and Rashad fought before.
Yeah, I know. I call him Rashid Evans. I'm gonna put he on the card, and we got this other pie named Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah, that's not Rumble Johnson. Yeah, it's not Rumble Johnson.
And but I got an early morning text of 3 big names that want to fight boxers, man. And I can't drop the names yet, but when I
from MMA,
this gonna be huge.
They're from MMA.
I already know it's Chuck.
Bless, champ. Bless, man.
Wow.
That's
MMA.
amazing. That's amazing,
Brock
man.
Lesnar.
Yo, listen, you know, hard work pays off, man, and you've been out here grinding, you know, self-promoting and becoming who you are, man. So it's only a matter of time before you get what you do.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you guys, man. I'm glad I'm seeing you guys again. I look forward to being back next Friday.
All right, champ. Let's
Let's
go,
go,
champ.
champ.
Shannon, the
go,
Cannon,
champ.
Briggs in the building. There you go. Don't forget to check them out on social media. All right. So, Maestro, now that you've read the article thoroughly, are you ready to pick it apart?
Right. Well, first I gotta tell Kenny something because he stays captain for Deontay Wilder and this whole theory about Mark Breland. So look, I can share. I don't have a wrench.
One
so
moment. One moment. So, Maestro is on YouTube.com/.
Maestro A Boxing.
And Kenny, you could be found on YouTube.com/.
Divine Sense Reborn.
Divine Sense. All right, so I'm gonna set the clock here. One moment, Maestro. I'm gonna set the clock here. I want you to take 1 minute to explain to the audience what it is you're about to debate, even though it's an older debate, because everybody could be tuning in today. So because obviously you guys got something to get off your chest. Let's do it.
So look, basically, until Mark Breland is issued with some kind of formal public apology and is vindicated, anytime somebody brings up the second Fury fight or the third Fury fight, I'm going to bring up Mark Breland and what was said about him. So I was asked just now during that interview, did Deontay Wilder actually say that Mark Breland spiked his water? Direct quote, "I just start feeling weird. My water was spiked, as if I took a muscle relaxer or something like that. ... After a few more nonsense quotes, we get to the part where he actually just flats out says, because I believe he was part of it, he was part of it. He's talking about Mark Breland. So, yeah, that to me sounds like a dude that's saying that Mark Breland spiked my water. And another quote, he was the only one handling my water. He was the only one. I strong forces.
1 minute.
Quote,
That was 1
quote.
minute, champ. 1 minute. Kenny, your rebuttal. I mean, he did produce a link. Obviously, he can put it in the Skype chat, but it'll make noise. But we believe him.
Yeah. What source is that?
Talk Sport, which is a reputable sports website from the UK that quoted him in a direct interview. I'll text it to Nuss right now so
and I'll
people
screen
could
share. But Talk Sports is reputable. Michael Benson works for there. We use them not often, but every so often.
I mean, all they do is pull. All they do is get main sources. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. But some of their stuff is original. Some of their stuff is original content because.
Oh no, definitely they have original content. But the only point I was trying to make is that they don't ever just pull shit from nowhere.
But Kenny, do you have no rebuttal because of that, and you're conceding?
No. So I just wanted to double check. I'm just simply saying, and I will concede the fact that I don't read every single article that comes through. So that's why I asked, because I personally never heard Deontay Wilder actually say it. I know he came and made his public video saying that he was a disloyal trainer. I remember him saying that. But I never actually heard him say that he thought that Mark Breland spiked his water. So after hearing the quote, it sounds like to me he's trying to say it without saying it, if you know what I mean, which I'm not giving him a pass for that. But I don't feel it's necessarily like him saying, this guy Mark Breland, I'm positive that he spiked my water. Obviously, he felt that he said that, this guy was handling my water, so he is basically saying that he was the one. My point is this. I don't want to get too caught up in that. I made a point the last time we were on here that it comes down to the towel being thrown in. And I think that...
Sorry, my friend. But, Maestro, do you want to rebut anything? He has... Obviously.
I mean, the only thing I would even do, but I know everybody here in the chat can read, write, and listen to English. And I gave direct quotes where he directly said that this man was the only one who had access to the water, and he spiked my water, and I have sources. So, I mean, he directly said it. Let's not mince words here. A man stands up for what he said, right? So he should stand up for what he said and defend it. Show the sources. He says he has sources. If he can't produce sources, then he should be a man and apologize and admit he was wrong. Did I not admit I was wrong about something at the beginning of the show? I mean, that's what a man does. If a man knows he's wrong, he says he's wrong. And then we move on. Then we can all, embrace Deontay and wish him all the success in his future. But until he does that, we're talking about a black man who threw another black man under the bus, like one of these Beckys in Central Park, calling the police on brothers that are just walking their fucking dogs, saying that they committed crimes. Well, now it's a black man doing that. That you can't do that, man, and get away with it. We need an apology.
Yeah, this ain't we not gonna get that. Like, he feels some type of way and he has his reasons. That's the thing. Like, you can feel how you want, but obviously, he knows he's on a high level that anything he says will be, put out there. It's not like you and I saying something, so believe me, that shit ain't come out like that by accident, right? Like, he feels strongly. And you're entitled to feel the way you want, but
it's just volatile at this point.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, there's
this
nothing
is why
else to
people
me
wanted
to...
this fight Saturday, so that we can have resolution. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
Yes. Well said.
But look, it still is the topic kind of the day, regardless. You know what I mean? Because it's whether or not this COVID conspiracy is real or fake. Tyson basically saying he has nothing to do with it, and that Las Vegas is a hotbed for it. And
yeah, I got
possibly
the quotes. I can read real quick. I can read the quotes real quick. So some of the things that he said from the interview with Daily Mail: I'm the last person to blame. I don't have a large entourage. The only people whose movements I couldn't completely control were my sparring partners, who change. Everyone knows this town is full of COVID. I suspect we caught it from one of them. So, those were the big quotes. He also said, we were on the way to doing it again for the T-Mobile Arena, having already sold close to 1,500 to 19,000 tickets, with none of the most expensive ringside seats left. And then he went on to say some stuff about Wilder that, probably best left unsaid.
Well, that being said, does anybody believe it? I think that, obviously the alibi works. We all know COVID is the new strain or whatever is pretty rampant out there. The sparring partners, again, that alibi, that works. My thing is, for this type of a fight, the magnitude of this fight, shouldn't these things have been thought about and taken into consideration, and maybe sparring partners should not have been allowed to go home? And are they going to do that now this time moving forward? Are they not going to let these sparring partners go home so that they don't jeopardize the fight?
Yeah, well, isn't the damage already done though? Like, I mean, I'm sure you can catch COVID again. I'm sure that's happened, but like, isn't the damage done? Like, what's, what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of too late for excuses and apologies and all that anyway.
Donnell caught COVID twice, and I know him personally.
No, I know it could happen. Yeah,
I'm just saying. So I don't want them getting out of this situation and then having another bubble and letting sparring partners go home again. Like, it just don't make sense.
Murdered though.
Yes, this is how I look at it, bro. Right? We had a guy call in. I believe it was when I was on discussing this, and he was like, "Well, how can you compare the Olympics and NBA players to boxing? Like, boxing is the Wild West." Yeah, that's exactly why this happened. Like, at the end of the day, if this can happen in an Olympic setup or in an NBA setup where they got all kind of doctors, all kind of, multi-million dollar stuff protecting the athletes, right? Then obviously it could take place in boxing. The biggest problem here, and I said this last time, and I'm not trying to make excuses for Fury, because at the end of the day, if he wasn't wearing a mask, he didn't do everything he could do. If he was going to events, like he allegedly went to a party or something with Adrian Boner, he wasn't doing everything he could do. But fighters fight and train. Management are responsible for running camps and, protocols and all of that stuff. And promoters are responsible for the actual events. You got an erratic, irrational, loose cannon and Tyson Fury Yeah, you should be running a tight fucking ship. If I was running that ship, it would be like Bubble Boy. You know, everybody would be in a bubble. That's what Eddie Hearn was doing over in England around the AJ fight when he fought Pulev. Everybody was in a bubble. Nobody was leaving or entering. So they obviously didn't do that.
Mario, can I get the quotes? Because he did respond to him taking pictures and being right out, I guess, in public after being diagnosed to have COVID. I thought I've seen him respond.
He said, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but he said, I took the advice from the best doctors in USA. Everything we did was above board. I stayed isolated for 2 or 3 more days than their max recommendation. I took the pictures with fans because I was so pleased to be out in the sun.
Bruh,
that was when you got to Florida where you just so pleased, right?
That was a poor excuse. But let me get to these first super chats, and we're gonna open up these phone lines as well and keep the conversation going. We got KDDR Doomy. Talk to him.
Well, KD, top of the morning, says not a Patreon yet, but have full by YouTube. Me kindly requesting, I didn't get that first one. Not a Patreon yet, but have full by YouTube. Maybe have a full membership by YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? Maybe. Me kindly requesting Okoli drop some bars. Bring some TBV exclusive a glove punch emoji. Bars
I'm a
that
beast.
sauce.
I'm a savage. I want Okoli to spit a rhyme. Yeah, I want to see how is his voice gonna sound like that, or is it only when he raps?
And then he says, fire emoji, plus EJ gets worked by Pac-Man.
Yeah, he's a Bud fan. Bud fan. We got Major Key Boxing. Go ahead and check out his YouTube channel. He's got a great interview with Mack Truck and Dylan Price. And they get a bunch of interviews with older fighters. But yes, go ahead.
Tell Champ this is for some Bojangles. Laughing emoji. I met him outside of Club Venue in Broward during his comeback journey around 03-04. Great guy and funny as hell. Salute, Champ. And then he has a punch emoji, 100 emoji, and the 2 beers knocking glasses emoji. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Count Drago is next on the super chat. Says Briggs about to kill Mr. T. Damn, Rampage.
Yo, Mr. T. He played Mr. T. Yeah.
Hey, listen, bro. That's gonna be a fun fight to watch, man. It's gonna be interesting to finally see the Shannon in there and really like mixing it up with somebody that wants to take his head off.
Word.
Rampage was
he was so close to the Tyson fight. People don't know that he was very much in the running for that fight. And then Roy ended up getting it. But he was so close to a couple of really big fights last year, and so that Rampage fight definitely well overdue.
Yo, but does he have it? Because I'm looking at the social media and it's like, yo, he's gunning Rampage. So it's like, I mean, is that promotion or are you trying to scam into the fight? Like, troll him into the fight. Like every single post is on Rampage. Have y'all noticed?
I thought they were boys, so I thought for sure it would be a fight they could set up. Yeah,
it's promotion. It's his style. It's Shannon's style of promotion.
It almost feels like he's trying to
overcompensating.
No, it feels like he's trying to ensure he gets that fight by like shaming them into it. But
yeah, I get what you're saying.
No Narrative Boxing says. Oh, that's
you
not,
got Roland.
Wait.
Roland Curtis is next on the super chat. Says, doesn't dude remember talks of Wilder kicking Mark Breland out of the locker room after the loss, and Breland could be heard crying over how he was treated? Oh, I guess
I remember that. At that point, the narrative was just this loyal trainer part. And then it became, he used to be tied to the Kronk gym, so he's linked up with Sugar Hill, and then it got really savage with this brother Spike My Water. So it was like a progression of things. To get my wife to get me some water. Hold up.
H2O.
Texas
Maestro
Bulldog
does that.
Boxing.
Texas Bulldog Boxing says, shout out to the Cannon smoking a fat one for you December 4th. 100 emoji.
Shout out to him. I think Roland may be next. Hold on.
Call him rolling.
Actually, it is Rick Ramos. Rick, man, I sent you the link. What's up? You see him?
Linkovich.
Yeah, you see with the oh shit, $50 super chatty from Rick Ramos, the trainer of the undisputed Jessica McCaskill and Summer Rae. Is it Summer Rae?
Summer Rae?
Is it Summer Rae or,
yeah.
or is Summer Rae a singer?
Yeah, we had her on.
But is it Rae? Or am I confusing her with a singer named Summer Rae?
I'm like 85% sure.
All right, well, shout out to Rick with the fat
Rick
one.
Says, God bless.
Hashtag Rick Ramos Boxing.
Rick Ramos Boxing hashtag. Shout out to you, champ.
I
Roland
sent him
Curtis.
the link, man. I had something to I thought he wanted to come on when Cannon was on. He had so much to say. But Roland Curtis.
Yeah. Roland Curtis with the next one says, do you guys know if anybody has hired Breland since?
Negative.
I know that my man from SNL hired him, but to be on a show.
Yeah, wasn't he on
Stupendous.
And he got hired
Last
to be Last OG with Tracy Morgan. We got a counterpunch cutting the line. If you don't know what a counterpunch is when you're frustrated. You're tired of hearing Maestro ruffle your feathers, and now you got to come with your wildest shield to defend. So the way you get back on the show is, you got to pay a $5 Cash App to Nest GTO or a $5 super chat with the either acronym CP or the words counter punch. Okay. We got Dom in Seattle ready to cut that line. What's up, Dom?
Yo, man, I just heard some crazy news listening to your show.
What news? Rampage versus Shannon Briggs?
Nah, my a family friend is actually going to be on the card of that Shannon Briggs stuff.
Oh, get out of here.
Anthony Hamilton.
That's your family?
Well, he's a family friend.
Is he from Cincinnati?
Fuck. No, he's from Washington, but maybe it's just a mix-up. Is this the same dude, or is this dude from Cincinnati?
Is an MMA guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this dude's MMA. He hasn't made it. He's from Washington. He was big in UW and stuff like that. My uncle knows him and stuff. They be kicking him with John Jones and shit. He be always telling me John Jones really did that coke. But
say what?
Yo, crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I had to call in to say that. That was a big old represent Washington type shit.
All right.
But yeah, that's my call.
Well, keep that same positive energy. And I say, when I heard Shannon on the show, all I could think of was TBV needs to do the pay-per-view or stream it. We could do the pay-per-view straight to YouTube so it could be global. We could stream it for him to whatever website, do the commentary. So with that positive energy, get and use my statement, put that into the universe so we can commentate Shannon Briggs, because that would be leveling up. You know what I mean? We doing Chuck and Darren now, but Briggs versus
what was
Rampage?
that caller's name?
That was Mr. PBC in Seattle.
Thank you, Mr. PBC, because I could hear him using his turn signal in the background there. And as somebody rides motorcycles, like one of my biggest pet peeves is people that don't use their signal. So just want to give you a salute for that, as well as the great call.
Yo.
All right.
I think I've seen, what is it? Like, I think I've seen like trucks or something that have those signs like they're like you, like motorcycle conscious. So they'll have like signs on their truck. Like, I don't even know the phrase that they use, but I've seen, especially down here in Florida, since there's no helmet law. Yeah, you got to be careful on them bikes. But people on bikes, y'all like to cut through traffic, man. You know what I mean? And then they get mad and shit. You know what I mean? If somebody like, yo, you ain't going to be able to cut. They want to get mad
ride the white
at
dotted line. Like.
Bro, nah. Like, you got to wait in this heat with us, champ. Where you going?
That part is true, but I only do that in stop traffic, right? I don't do that in moving traffic, but there's never an excuse for not moving that little arm beside your steering wheel to signal whether you're going right or left.
No, absolutely. Let me ask you, what do you got? A pocket rocket, or like a Harley?
Nah, I got like a Cruiser Sport. I got a Kawasaki, and I used to ride also the
Cruiser. Wait.
So
isn't that the one with like the radio and everything?
What's like the radio?
It got a radio on a Cruiser, right? Ain't the Cruiser?
You're talking about a touring bike, like the big Hondas that have like the stereos and stuff. Now you can look it up. I got a Kawasaki Vulcan. I've also had a CBR 600 double R's, is like a racing bike, and I've had Supermotos too, which is when you take a dirt bike, you put the street wheels on them. But I've had like 3 of them stolen here in the Bronx because the young boys like those, and they'll cut the chains off. The
Vulcan, what, 900 or 650, 1500? What is it?
The one I have right now is the 650, and I've modified it. So it's like a cruiser bike, but it's got the 650.
Yeah, so like a Harley looking bike. It's like a Harley looking bike.
Yeah, kind of, but I've set it up as a cafe race stuff.
Yo, Mr. PBC, this guy is out of control. That was him. he like, you gonna read my text right now. What the fuck is up with this guy? No, you can't get your call. You ain't no ringer. Trying to cut the line. You ain't no ringer. You cut the line already with your counterpunch. We got King Born in Brooklyn. What up? Yo, my man is out of I gotta cut that. I gotta take my phone off the computer because of y'all. You and Brandon, man. Unfair.
When you see old dirty bastard form a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your.
Yo, y'all hear me, right? Yo, listen, man.
What up?
Peace to the gods and earth, peace to the 5% morning nest. Yo, let's get to this Fury shit, man. He's a germ, he's a microbe, he's a fucking gypsy that chipped us. And for all my Latino brothers, he's El Sucio, the dirty one. Come on, man. How he talking about this COVID shit, man? Look how he look. He look like he look like a can. He like a can of pip. He like a can of that them biscuits with legs, man. Get out of here, man. Hey, yo, where's Shannon Briggs at, man? I want to step to him peacefully, respectfully, because I'm going to tell y'all a true story. Back in 1988, 89, he's like 17. You could tell him that. On the corner of Utica and Montgomery, 3 guys stepped to him. He knocked all of them dudes out. And he used to go to Wingate. You know what I mean? So we heard the stories about Shannon Briggs on Montgomery and Utica sleeping 3 cats because they surrounded him and he knocked them all out all at once. Boom, boom, boom. So he always had the power. You heard? But like I said, hey yo, my maestro. Yo, I'm stepping to you, man. I'm coming to you when I come back home, man. You said you in the Bronx? We gonna have a nice boxing thing, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And all respect to the motorcyclists, all respect to the brothers that ride bikes, man. That joint is where I used to ride, all that.
Aaron and Cali, what up?
What up? Yeah, you got to be super gullible now to believe anything Tyson Fury or his family says. It's Tyson the Fraud Fury. It's kind of obvious. Only a casual would believe all his stories in his checkered past. But again, Maestro, I ask him, what in Deontay Wilder's past would make you suspect of his accusations of Mark Breland? See, this is what brothers do, because they need to promote their channel. As soon as the only brother that we have that keeps it 100 with Deontay Wilder, as soon as there's fire on the ship, he jumps ship. But he can't name one situation in the past that would question Wilder's character that you could with Fury, right?
Could you keep him on the line, Ness? Because I want to ask him a question. You're asking me to prove a negative in terms of proving that Mark Breland didn't do something, but I'll just flip the question. What has a 2-time world champ, former Olympic gold medalist, member of like 6 or 7 Hall of Fames, including an African-American Hall of Fame, all-time record in Golden Gloves win, AIBA World Boxer of the Year. What the fuck is he done to make you think that he could have spiked somebody's water?
So my question, Maestro, why don't you give Wilder the benefit?
But he's being accused
but what I'm
of it.
saying is you're not.
Hold on, Aaron. But Maestro, it don't matter how clean your record is. You're being accused of the crime. Innocent people, innocent people and people that have never been in any issues with the law get accused all the time. Like, just because you're clean, just because you're clean, right? And you look like a law-abiding citizen doesn't mean you're not doing anything, right? I mean, look at the dude in Cleveland that had like 3 girls in his fucking basement. And I'm not saying he looked like a law-abiding citizen. He pretty much, from the dictation of the movie, he looked like shit. But yeah, no one expected it, is what I'm saying.
But
you can't just criminalize someone because they have a past.
You bring the guy in Cleveland, there was evidence of his wrongdoing. Again, Wilder's the one who says he's got evidence.
Yeah,
if you have evidence, show the evidence. I don't believe in things without
that's
evidence.
Fine, but you're adding to your argument. But you're adding to your argument. See, your argument is Breland is so squeaky clean. He's got all these accolades. How the hell can he be accused of this? And I'm telling you, it don't matter how squeaky clean you look. It don't matter how honorable you look. You can still be a criminal, brother. And you can still be accused. You can still be accused of criminal acts.
Hold on real quick. The better argument here is, what did he have to gain, though? Like, you know, to prove somebody committed murder, you have to have what?
Motive.
We all
can't all talk.
Where's the probable cause?
We all can't talk. What you were saying? What were you saying about motive?
Yeah, listen. I'm just saying that, you know, to prove certain things, like, you have to have evidence, and since there is no evidence one way or the other, then let's just go to the basic necessity of motive.
When you're done, let me go back to Aaron and put the clock on. We won't interrupt you, Aaron. Obviously, you know, it's a very good subject. Go.
Thank you. I mean, no, you prove my point is, but my point is this: is Maestro, unlike, I'll just say, like Blue Blood Boxing or 78 Sports, he's not on the inside. He doesn't know why Wilder accused Breland. So he's just going off some kind of clips of what Wilder said and then judging Wilder. And my whole thing is, if you were writing for Wilder like you said you were, and you're all about you know, for blacks and backing him up, why don't you give him the benefit of the doubt? Because there's nothing in Wilder's past to make you suspect of why he's let Mark Breland go. Now, could he have done it differently? Yeah. But do you question why maybe he's accusing Mark Breland? But you're not on the inside, Maestro. So why don't you give Wilder a call? Why don't you try to get someone on the inside to figure out what's going on instead of just jumping ship once you see a little bit of fire? If you're riding for brothers, then ride for them.
Okay, so look, at the end of the day, you're asking me to jump ship against Mark Breland without any evidence of him doing anything at all. Look, I'm just using the same standard that our criminal justice system does. Like, you go to a grand jury, you show that there was motive, you show that there was probable cause. Wilder has not done any of these things. Now, I understand why Wilder got rid of Breland for throwing in the towel. He's a warrior. He wants to, you know, die on his shield if need be. Okay, that's a separate thing. You want to fire somebody for not doing the job that you wanted or paid them to do? That's up to you. That's your prerogative. But if you are going to claim that a upstanding elder statesman, a black man in the sport of boxing, in our fraternity, in our brotherhood of this sport, has done this wrongdoing, and you say you have evidence, well, now it's time to show that evidence. Where's the evidence at? You said it. You're quoted saying that you have the evidence. So, no, I'm not believing that Mark Breland did anything wrong without the evidence. I'm just not going to do that, because I would not want people to say, oh, Maestro's this. Oh, Maestro committed that. Oh, Maestro was walking a dog in the park, but he was also like sexually assaulting women, but there's no evidence of it. That's not how I work, bro.
But that's how the justice system works. You, the one that brought up the justice system, it is guilty
Not
till
the
proven.
justice system works.
It is. Let me. I didn't cut you off. Let me talk. It is guilty till proven innocent, and you can be accused of anything. Okay, you can walk out right now, and a white woman, like you said, a Karen, can see you in the park and accuse you of something, and guess what? You got to prove that you didn't do it. So stop lying. You know it's exactly like that. Mark Brilliant is accused, and he's guilty until proven innocent. And guess what he didn't do?
Yes.
Guess what he didn't do? He didn't prove his innocence. Guess what else he didn't do? He didn't file a
He's
defamation.
not fighting for himself.
Let me talk. 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 I didn't cut y'all off. I didn't cut y'all off. Guess what he didn't do? He hasn't filed a lawsuit for defamation of character the way that Manny Pacquiao did to Floyd Money Mayweather and made Mayweather pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. See, we forget that history repeats itself. So both of these men could have filed lawsuits. Tyson Fury on Wilder for his accusations, which he has not. Okay? And Breland on Wilder for his accusations, which he has not. And we see that boxers do that. Manny Pacquiao to Floyd. And Floyd, the highest level, the greatest fighter of all time, Mr. TBE, he had to pay. Him and his father had to shut the fuck up or pay more. You can't just accuse people of shit. So all I'm saying, if you so strongly believe that Mark was innocent, Mark should feel like you, and there should be some defamation of character lawsuit, because like you said and other people believe, this black man is now guilty till proven innocent and can't get another job. So do something to prove your innocence. Only thing he's doing is allowing you to speak for him.
So this is where we at right now in our society in 2021. A black man can say anything else about another black man, and that black man's guilty until he can prove a negative.
It's not black or white, because I just used your scenario. It's not black or white. I just used your scenario. I used the white woman. I used the white woman talking about the black man in the park. So it's not black or white. Anyone, listen, I could be accused right now while I'm driving of pointing an object at you, and the cops pull me over looking for a gun because you called and said there's a reckless driver, and when I honked at him, he pointed some sort of object. Was it a gun, ma'am? I don't know. He pointed. Okay, and they're gonna have me hem the fuck up. You know it. I know it. Let's stop running in circles. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Can you right now call and say that I made terroristic threats and they come to my house and try to fucking bag me up? Come on,
that's
bro.
That's what swatting is. They do that online now. Like people like gamers, you know what I mean? They just call in the SWAT team to people's houses just to fuck with them and shit. I think it's called SWAT. You heard about that?
Bro, this world
Roland Curtis with the super chat. Real quick, Roland Curtis
can
with
I
the super chat
interject
says,
real quick, just a little bit?
real quick. Let me just get the super chat off. Roland Curtis says, has another boxer hired Mark Breland as a trainer since the fight? In the history of boxing, has a boxer ever fired his trainer for tossing the towel? I don't know that, but
I don't know.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Just real quick, because look, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about originally, me and Maestro. I have to throw this disclaimer out there because for some reason I feel like I've been painted as the person who brought up the idea that I don't agree that Mark Breland was thrown under the bus, and I don't agree that there should be an apology and all this other shit. When I first came on YouTube, right, I made a video about the fight. That's it. I thought that Wilder was going to beat Fury in the third fight, and I had no idea really about all these allegations because I was off of YouTube for a long time. But I look on it from a fighter's perspective, as I mentioned in the last time we talked, right? And I'm glad that you said today that you're okay, because I wasn't sure if you were okay with it originally, that if Wilder wants to fire Mark Breland for throwing in the towel, you're okay with that. So I'm glad we're on a level playing field there. Now, you also mentioned that you felt that it wasn't right that he threw a fellow black man under the bus or whatnot, but not JD's, because JD's was there for the whole glove situation, right? So my question for that is, if I'm not mistaken, JD's has been with Wilder since day one, right?
Kenny, give me 1 minute. Looks like we got the WBO champion in the cruiserweight division, hailing from the United Kingdom, Lawrence Coley, on the show. Lawrence, are you there? There he goes.
Yes.
Can you turn that camera sideways just so the world can get a better look at you and know that we're talking to the WBO champion?
Hopefully that's all right.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mario, give them the facts. Who we're joined by?
We are. We are joined by Lawrence Okoli of Hackney, London, United Kingdom. 16-0 with 13 KOs, which is an 81% knockout rate. My man is the current WBO cruiserweight champion, world cruiserweight champion, and he is coming fresh off of his March 2021 sixth round KO of Glowacki. Huge win, huge moment. And yeah, Lawrence, thank you for joining us.
Stupendous.
Oh, sweet. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. I've watched a lot of you guys, a lot of your stuff. I'm a subscriber as well, so it's good to be here.
Oh man, that's awesome.
That's amazing. So I think I'm gonna go straight into the rap career, man. I know you don't want to freestyle. A lot of our audience wants to hear something. I know that we've given your YouTube channel, we've seen the videos. When did you start doing that? Has that?
Well, I mean, to the point of the videos, it was last year. Before it was just messing around with my friends, but during lockdown there was no fights. Training slowed down a little bit with Corona and everything like that. So I just wanted to spend some days. So I kind of used it as like something fun to do. But then after a few times in the studio, we're getting a little bit better. So I just thought we'll put something out there, and I got a good response, and I'll probably put some more stuff out there. But right now I'm just in between lots of different things. Like I just enjoy keeping myself busy doing stuff.
Just as a follow-up, do you think that it's helped with your social media? Do you think you've gained followers that didn't know you were a boxer?
Maybe. It's hard for me to tell, do you know what I mean? But what I would say is definitely that in terms of commercial stuff, I know stuff has come off the back of it. So people already know that I'm a boxer, but it's like when you show, he does a little bit of rap and he knows a few British rappers, and it kind of creates another avenue. So you kind of stand out from that, being another aggressive boxer. Not saying I'm not aggressive, but it kind of adds another layer to you.
Anybody want to jump in? I don't want to.
Listen, coming off of that Glowacki fight, that was a huge win. Just talk to us about, where you're at this point, coming off of that win, and what you, I guess, what the next big goal is for you.
For me, obviously, I'm happy to be world champion and stuff, but for me, it was kind of standard. Like I just always said from, when I, finished at the Olympics, I was like, I'm turning pro, I'm going to win a world title by the next Olympics. Obviously, it got pushed back, but I still managed to do it, so that's good. So for me, it was standard. I wasn't overly excited or anything like that. It was just, matter of fact, I'm happy I got the belt. Better to be world champion than not be world champion. But for me, the next steps obviously is to defend it, because I think when you win a vacant title, you have to defend it against the mandatory, and then you're free to go and do what you want. So God willing, I'm able to get past my mandatory. Then I'll start looking for unifications and stuff. We were looking for the Braders fight, but I believe he might be going up to heavyweight. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But there's other champions. Like for me, it's all good being a champion and stuff like that. But I don't really, not to say I don't care, but for me, I'm just more interested in seeing how far I can go with the talent that I've been given. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna definitely risk it.
So is it confirmed that you're on the AJ undercard?
I would say 90%. You never know. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I've been meaning to fight several times this year, but for one reason or another, it gets pushed back. So it's looking like that date, but I can't be. I was meant to actually box in America, for example, in August, and then that got pushed back. So at this stage, I don't know. I'm just training and just waiting to see what happens.
Does go ahead?
Yeah, no, Lawrence, how you doing? It's Alex here with you. Thanks for coming on the show. You know, I'm seeing you right now, man. You look pretty big, and you're fighting at the cruiserweight, right? How much are you walking around right now?
I can't say exactly, but it's heavy.
Yeah,
I
hear you. I hear you.
He said it's heavy. That's good.
It's heavy. Nah, the arms. You look like a true heavyweight. So
you look
I
wild.
was just curious.
I walk around, but this isn't even the heaviest that I walk around. Like, I'm actually in a decent place, I would say now, for how far away my fight is. But for me, I walk around quite heavy, but I'm good at cutting the weight over time, and because I'm naturally quite fit, it's easy once I start training and dieting. Because right now, dieting, no, do you know what I mean? Right now they're doing a barbecue down, so I'm just enjoying making sure I train hard. But when it's time to, put it in, okay, this is what I'm eating today. I'll do it. But for right now, I'm just enjoying.
What's your goal in the cruiserweight? Do you think that you'll be able to unify or undispute, or are you just looking for another big name fight and then possibly moving up? Because there's been so many, I guess, headlines with your sparring with Dillian Whyte and people kind of already anticipating you at heavyweight. So what's your timeline and goals?
For me, I don't have any particular ones. Obviously, I'd love to be undisputed at cruiserweight. However, after winning this belt, I realized it's not all sunshine and roses and I want this fight and then you get that fight. That's not how it works. It's quite, I want this fight. Well, I would love to get you this fight, but this is in the way. So obviously, for me, I just make sure that at all times my promoter, my management, my trainer knows that all I want right now is to unify, become undisputed. If it's possible to happen while I'm still able to make the weight and I'm still fit and healthy and happy, then cool. If not, then I'm just gonna see what happens day by day.
Lawrence, people have been seeing a lot of improvement under the tutelage of Shane. What's the biggest difference you feel he's given to you?
I think it's confidence, really, because ultimately, a lot of the stuff I do isn't elaborate or have you seen the way that I suddenly, throw 10 punch promenade? That's not what happens. You know what I mean? It's just very simple, standard tactics, but it's the application and the mindset to do it. So there's been lots of times where I've chosen easier ways. Obviously, a lot of people talk outside the ring, but in the ring, it's a very different thing in terms of what it's like. So obviously, I'm quite physically strong and I punch reasonably, not amazingly, I punch reasonably hard. I'm quite long. So these pose certain threats. But for me, when I'm in there, I like complete control and dominance and this is what's happening here. So I feel in past fights, I've done stuff excessive holding or, made it messy because in my mind, that's me winning them seconds as opposed to the guy boxing. But with Shane, Shane doesn't like that at all. You know what I mean? So every time I try in the gym, there's a, stop, do it properly, blah, blah, blah. And I just realized that I'm a lot more dangerous and my opponents are having a lot worse time and I'm actually punching them as opposed to the other stuff. So lots of different things, just keeping it nice and simple and just being confident in what I'm doing.
I was going to ask you about working with Shane as well. I know Daniel Dubois is also working with Shane McGuigan now. So I was going to ask you if you've had the opportunity to work with Daniel at all. And then I'd like you to rank Makabu, Bradis, Gulamarian, and the KO Doctor Dordikos. How do you rank those guys? 1 through 6, yeah.
So the Dan one, obviously I've sparred Dan for years. We were on the Great Britain team together. I sparred him even we were with different trainers and now we're with the same one. I was helping him, he had a fight not too long ago. So even though, I was at the early part of the camp, I was still coming and get some rounds in, help him out that way. But him, he's very, very good, really, really good puncher. I think he's probably one of the best punchers that I've actually been in the ring with in terms of you can actually feel when the shot lands, okay, something's different there, so definitely a really good puncher. And he's speeding up as well. I don't want to say too much. I let everyone see when he fights. And then in terms of the cruiserweights, other than myself, I would say obviously you rank Bradis above the rest of them because he's obviously got a win over Dulcich. Good close fight. I loved watching. Then I would actually put Dortica second, even though he hasn't got a belt. Because
Me too.
I don't know what he's doing now, but he's someone that I watch and say, you know what, that's a proper fight. Do you know what I mean? He's really good. Then I would say the other ones, it's hard to. Makabu probably out of experience, but it's hard to say. Do you know what I mean? Who's better out of him and like Guillemarian, for example. So I would probably say I'd have an easier fight with Makabu, but Makabu's probably better in my opinion than the other one, Guillemarian. But that's just my opinion.
Lawrence, one last follow-up as far as the work you've put in with Shane. It's clear that you've sharpened your jab. Is that something that you can attribute to your work with Shane?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if it wasn't shown before and it's shown now, then he can have it. I made him have battles with him because like he loves it. He absolutely loves it. Like, yeah, Shane McGuigan, Lawrence, I got shit. Like, it's just it's good for him. But for me, it's standard. It is what it is. I'm happy. Every day I'm in the gym, I'm working on different stuff, and you know when I'm sparring, I know what I'm looking for. So I'm just like I said, I'm just in a good place mentally, and we'll see. And like, if it's the jab, if it's alright, I don't really know, but it's all come together a lot better.
Awesome. What are your thoughts on Bridger weight?
It depends. I think it's good and bad. Obviously, I mean, I think it's similar to cruiserweight where it doesn't have the same feeling and glamour as like a heavyweight. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
regardless, it's going to be its own place. It has its place and it has its reason. But I doubt that the Bridgerweight division, at least not straight away, is going to be glamorized. And I'm a Bridgerweight world champion. Would I do it? Yes, I would. However, it's not something that I look at and say like, you know, this is it. Unless it's like sort of, for me, it will be a good sort of segue into like heavyweight boxing anyway, because you know I don't want to say well, I walk around that. But the Bridgerweight is not like anything scary to me. Do you know what I mean?
Plus, it sounds better to call yourself a 3-division champ, right?
Yep.
Gets it. That's a guy that gets it.
Who are the top challengers at Bridgerweight? I mean, that you see out there. I mean, Oscar Rivas, I think, is said he might fight at that weight. Have you heard of anybody else potentially contesting for that title?
Brian Jennings, I heard that.
Yeah, Brian Jennings.
1 second. Yo. I'm just doing an interview. What? Yeah, so go on. I think I haven't really looked at it that well. For Rivas, obviously, because you know he's only because I actually know who he is because of his fight with Dylan White, and it was quite dangerous. I think he dropped Dylan in that fight. Him, strong Olympian, you know what he's good with. Then obviously Brian Jennings, he's someone that I've sparred, really good, really fit, experience and stuff like that. So I like sparring with him. Who else is there in that weight? I don't really know anyone else that's in that weight class. You know what I mean? But who else is in it? Do you know?
I mean,
Lawrence,
Brandon Glayton had some words for you. I'm sure you heard the interview, or I was told you heard the interview. What do you think of the American that fought on Fox and PBC, and he beat the Nigerian F.A. Apuchi Atobar?
Well, that was a good fight in Minnesota at the Armory.
I think it's great that there's an American cruiserweight. It was. For me, like, you know what I mean? I just like when people have fights like that. To me, it shows me that they're on a similar level anyway. So it's good to see them have a really good, exciting fight back and forth. And it was good. It was good that he's able to. Obviously, I'll root personally for the Nigerian because obviously I'm Nigerian as well. But he did what he had to do and he done it well. Do you know what I mean? It was exciting. He was really composed. Since then, I've gone back and watched some of his amateur stuff, some of his other fights, and he's someone that I rate. He's a good fighter, strong, confident, robust, dips well under shots, comes over his own. So he's someone that I'm sure as long as I'm able to continue winning, that me and him will definitely see each other, and then we'll find out who's food and who's the one eating it.
I laughed because I felt like that was almost a shot. Because you said when guys have a fight like that, that means they're on the same level. So you mean because it was back and forth, he didn't separate himself enough in your eyes? You think obviously you're a better boxer? Or are you looking at it that way, or did I misinterpret what you said?
No, I know that I'm a better. I know that I'm a better boxer than him. That's standard. But in terms of a fight, being a better boxer is only one part of it. Do you know what I mean? Of course, I'm a lot longer than him, a lot faster with single shots, better with my movement pattern. But obviously, what he's really good at is, he's very good at, he seems like he's got a good chin, seems like he can take a good punch, and he's not afraid to go in and exchange. So that has its own dangers. But then ultimately, when I actually look at him and say, like, him as a boxer, he's good, but he's not like anything that you would, cry about if they said this is your mandatory or anything like that. So what I do like is that he's an American. Britain versus America is always amazing. He knows how to talk, so we love that side as well. So hopefully, when me and him, can make it happen, and there'll be some sort of fireworks. But when it's actually about the fight, like he's not anything amazing. He's okay.
I mean, is he worth your American debut, or is that not the level of fight you're looking for to make an American debut? Because I know they're bringing Dillian here, Matchroom.
I think he's. Well, I don't know any other cruiserweights in America, but he has to be at least the top 1 or 2 in America. So that's a very, very solid one. He's beaten an undefeated fighter in his last fight. He's undefeated himself with a good KO ratio. So all in all, he ticks all of the boxes. I'm only now just becoming a world champion. So it's not like I'm some experienced guy. Yeah, he can get the shot. It's just he's a good fighter that believes he's, capable of being a world champion. So we'll have to wait and see.
Is that an AJ boxing medallion you're wearing on your chain?
Don't ask me that question.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, this one's an AJ. Yeah.
Okay. So how does one go about receiving one of these medallions?
I don't really know. Obviously I'm signed under his management and we're friends and stuff like that. So I got this a few years ago. So I don't really know that. Yeah, just I guess being part of the 258 banner helps.
Okay.
Speaking of how you receive jewelry, do you expect to get another Eddie watch if you unify?
This is what he said. However, behind closed doors, the conversations me and him have been having, he's trying to worm out of it. But under the spotlight, when the lights and camera are on, if I'm able to get a good knockout, who knows? Who knows what could happen?
Well, we got some questions from the people over here in America. Israel Weber in Oklahoma says, when you dropping the next track? When in Oklahoma next? Lunch on me.
When people talk about my music, one more time. What was the last thing?
Oh, he said, when in Oklahoma next? Lunch on him.
Next time you're in Oklahoma State, yeah.
Oklahoma, in the United States.
Yeah, he's done bought everyone a lunch.
No problem. I'll probably drop some music probably before this fight, just because I've got so much stuff there just sitting there. But for me, it's just a bit of fun, so I'll probably drop something before this fight. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. It makes it a little bit more worthwhile. And yeah, when I'm there, 100% we'll do something.
Next one's coming in from Ruin the 504, and he says, after winning your first world title, how do you plan to close out 2021?
For me, it's about God. Like, we're hoping. We have to take every fight very, very seriously. Hoping to defend my title against my mandatory, and if I'm able to do that in good fashion with no injuries, there's a potential. Let's not get carried away. Potential for unification or something at the end of this year or early part of next year. So it depends. But most importantly, I need to, defend, my world title, and then we can see, because none of these conversations happen if I slip up. So I'll go in and handle business.
All right. Next one's coming in from Steve in the UK. Says, hi, Lawrence. Thanks for coming on the show and huge congrats on the title win. Now, I'm not sure if you listened to the show, but TBV's illustrious host, Ness, was quite critical of your last rap track, and I quote, "This song is trash. ABC rap."
Lies.
What do you have to say about this?
Yo,
Diss?
this
And would you
dude's
be interested in battling Ness on the mic?
I don't even rap. He's lying.
No.
He's lying.
I would not be interested in battling anybody. And for me, like I said, I'm just enjoying myself. As long as I can sit back and say I like this, none of it matters. I put it out there. Same with my boxing. It's gonna get criticised, and you just have to be able to take it on the chin. Still come give a good interview. Maybe you heard someone say this. Maybe you didn't. Maybe it doesn't matter. Who knows? But it's all good regardless. You know what I mean? I'm just happy to be here. Happy to be alive.
They just want to keep that US-UK rivalry, man, and
That's
it doesn't
exactly
need
what
to. It
they're-
doesn't need to exist. It doesn't need to exist, man.
He closed it out with saying, once again, thanks for coming on the show, Steve in the UK.
Steve in the UK. I got my eye on you, Steve. I got my eyes on you.
Oh, man, he wants you to go ahead up with the champ. Next one's coming in from Ryan O'Rourke. He says, "I'm a beast."
No. Come on. You got to do it with
hold
the
on,
voice.
hold on. I didn't know.
You got to do it with the voice, man. I'm a beast.
I'm going to have to try to get my British accent in there. I'm a beast. I'm a savage. Gonna cause you damage. Roll pussies in a spliff. You got better life than Brandon.
Yo, that goes hard. That goes hard.
My question is, are you planning at sticking at cruiser, or are you planning on moving up to bridgerweight? Moving up. Bridgerweight is a perfect stepping stone to see if you can get yourself to heavyweight.
Kind of answered that.
Yeah, I agree. For me, I'm not in any rush. If this camp I struggle to make weight, then maybe the next camp. Do you know what I mean? But right now, it's so. As much as I walk around heavy, it's actually so easy because I train hard. I know how to diet well, and ultimately for me, I never lose any strength or power as I drop weight. If anything, I get a little bit sharper, a little bit, more switched on as I lose a bit of weight. But I enjoy eating so much. So it's like, do I enjoy life or do I, you know what I mean? Just
what's your favorite
like that.
food?
Like the reason why I'm able to. What'd you say?
Your favorite food?
Probably Caribbean foods.
Oxtails?
That and a bit of Italian.
Oh man, oxtails.
I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat anymore.
Oh, we got a fellow vegetarian, bro.
That's at one stage.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm a vegetarian too, fam. Big up for that one.
Oh, sweet.
Let me ask you something, Lauren.
I used to be a vegetarian. I did it for 2 years, man. How long you guys been vegetarian?
Five years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good, man.
I've been about that, maybe a bit longer. And before that, I had cut out red meat. I was only eating like fish and poultry for a bit, and no dairy. But let me ask you something, Lawrence. You've mentioned Britain and Nigeria. Like, how do you identify yourself? You identify as Igbo, Nigerian, British, or kind of all three?
What's the three? No, obviously I'm British born, Nigerian heritage. So, do you know what I mean? It's nothing. Like, obviously, I've got nothing but love for my parents and respect for the culture that I come from. So, I'm always gonna represent Nigeria. I'll be heading back there after this next fight. So it's all good. Yeah. And then obviously I represented Great Britain. This is where I grew up, where all my friends are, where my boys are. So, I'll be lying to say if I didn't say I represent Great Britain. So similar to the two.
No, the other one I asked about was Igbo, because I have a few good friends who are of that ethnic group. And I assume from your name that you're Igbo as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, I'm half and half. So my dad is Igbo and my mom's Yoruba. So I'm half of both. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. So you like fully Nigerian and all inclusive. I got you. Thanks, Fair.
Okay, the next Patreon question is coming in from James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas. Says, what's the backstory on the nickname, the Sauce?
I love it. I love the nickname. I'm not gonna lie to you. However, it was I would say almost an accident. On my first press conference, when I first turned pro, I gave like a little speech about how boxing is like a burger and blah 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 blah. And the most important thing is everyone's own special sauce on their burgers. And they're like, sauce? Sauce. All right, you know what? That's your nickname. And then from there, I had to kind of go with it. It came with pressure. But it's fine. You know, I managed to take it to become a world champion. So, you know.
Yo, because out here in the States, if I say, yo, he about to give him the sauce. Yeah. It's like he about to whoop his ass.
Yeah. Sauce is an aggressive term out here.
It's universal. They get it.
Like, yo, you ain't ready for the sauce.
See, after they accuse me,
and so far,
after they accuse me of not liking your rap, they're in the chat now saying, "Look, Ness energy chain. He don't want the sauce. He don't want the sauce." So you see, we use it differently over here.
Mm-hmm.
Next one's coming in from Big Casual.
It's all the same. It links as well.
Sorry, but next one's coming in from Big Casual. Says, "What's up, champ? With you and AJ being good friends, would you ever fight him once you move up to heavyweight?"
He's someone that I wouldn't fight. Because I'm someone that's very good on like loyalty in certain aspects. So, for example, he's done nothing but be loyal to me. I've returned the favor, vice versa. Also, just on a personal level, if I tried to fight him, no matter if they offered me 100 mil, my mum would stop talking to me. So I can't have that. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I think she likes him more than me, but it just is what it is. You know what I mean? You just have to take it on the chin.
All right. Next one's coming in from Coach Myers in Connecticut. He says, "Is it safe to say you have the best promoter in the game? Hearn put you on the Linares versus Corolla undercard, Spence versus Brook card, Ricky Burns versus Adango unification fight, and you were supposed to be on Joshua versus Klitschko undercard."
Yeah, but what's the question, sorry?
So he says, "Is it safe to say you have the best promoter in the game?"
Oh yeah, by far. You forgot to mention the Rolex that he got me and the various other stuff, how my life has changed through boxing, you know, and our partnership. You know, there's a few other people that tried to sign me at the, you know, start of my boxing career. And, you know, some of them even offered more money in the short term, but just something about, you know, the outfit with Matchroom I believed in. And it's paid off, you know, even when I've had some fights that weren't the most glamorous, kept on grinding, kept on believing, and, you know, we've managed to get in positions. Although I do believe, you know, in terms of me getting a world title shot, a lot of it has been on the fact that I'm not the type that says no to fighting people. So when I boxed for the British title, it was early in my career against someone who was quite seasoned at the time. Okay, when I boxed for the, you know, Commonwealth, it was against undefeated fighter. When I headlined the O2 against Isaac Chamberlain at the time, no one knew he was going to be better. I still took the fight, and so on and so forth, and winning the European. So I've done all of the necessary steps. But yeah, still in terms of promoter, Eddie Hearn, I mean, you can just see worldwide, he probably has to be, you know, one of the best promoters that there's been. We can argue that almost, in my opinion.
All right. This was coming in from Brandon Maurice, who says, "Who are your favorite UK drill artists?"
Probably just Digger D, Unknown T. I'll just say them two are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head right now. Dutch as well.
I think I got like a couple of British artists on my playlist. I gotta see if any of them are Diggy D or Dutch.
Real quick, since you guys got a break there, I just want to say I am being told by the producer that Brandon Glayton is watching live.
Brandon Glayton?
Yeah, the cruiser.
Yeah.
Say what? Yeah.
The one that beat
Next question.
Next question is Jeff Gorley, and I think it's Jeff Gorley from Nova Scotia, right, Ness?
Yes, sir.
All right. He says, "Hey, champ, I'm a fan from Nova Scotia." There you go. "I appreciate you for commenting respect on Ryan Rozecki's Instagram page."
Sorry, you're cutting out. I can't hear you.
All right, cool. We'll do the replay on that one. Jeff Gorley says, "Hey, champ, I'm a fan from Nova Scotia. I appreciate you for commenting respect on Ryan Rozecki's Instagram page. He looks forward to coming to the UK to take that strap in the very near future. God bless, Jeff, and respect. Now, this is Jeff Gorley, a longtime TBV supporter, man, and he's like the ultimate promoter for Ryan Rozecki.
He's Ryan Rozecki's promoter friend
slash lawyer
publicist,
slash brother,
matchmaker. He's gonna get that guy a big fight one day. Have you ever heard of Ryan?
Yeah, no, like I said. Yeah, no, I've seen him on Instagram. Like, for me personally, like, I'm quite narcissistic, so every now and again I'll have a little nosy on Instagram or on social media or on Typebots and voice to see what's people saying about Lawrence. And I see that's how I know who BG
Ryan.
is, Mr. Glayton. That's how I know who Mr.
Rozecki.
Ryan is as well. Do you know what I mean? And for me, like I've always yes, and for me as well, like with people like Brandon, people like Ryan, I kind of always chuckle to myself that I've heard it throughout my whole career because I've been an Olympian. I think he did Brandon get to the Olympics or not?
I don't know, Brandon, you're watching. He actually wants to come on, but I don't want to have you guys, and you have a bit of a delay. No, but you have a delay. You haven't noticed it?
Please, allow him to.
You haven't noticed that you have a delay? There's a delay. I don't know.
Yeah, there is a delay, definitely. But still, you can come on and we can have a delayed discussion.
He wants all the sauce.
Like a rapper.
But how many questions left for Patreon? Let's stick to the.
I thought that was it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, no. I think I refreshed. Yeah, we had just a few more, just a couple more, just two more. Next one was coming in from line 6
Reed. Line 6 Reed.
Reed, right? All right, deciphered that one. Line 6 Reed says, "Do you think that there's any fighter on Boots level?" That's Jaron Ennis Boots as a welterweight. Been making a lot of noise.
Well, I mean, all of the champions, you know what I mean, like welterweight. So if he's able to, go on and beat some of them, then yeah. But at welterweight, that's the thing that you got to take very seriously. So are there people on his level? Perhaps, but there's people that are probably above it at the moment as well until it's time to prove otherwise. So best of luck to him, and I'm going to look out for him as well.
All right, and the last Patreon question is from Emmanuel Torres. What rep it says, as an elite boxer, do you have a nutrition guru or for supplementation and vitamins for each fight? Okay.
A nutrition guru? No, for me, it's just about knowing, what works with me, what doesn't work with me. I do have meal prep as well. I've got a wonderful friend of the family that cooks up my vegan meals and makes sure when it's time to knuckle down, I'm ready to. Because when I'm in this part, I'd say I'm fighting in September. I'm about 9 weeks out, so this is about the right kind of time to start. All right, no pizza, no chips, no, I won't have that milkshake. No, okay. So, and I start, grains, rices. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed at 10, wake up at 7, 8. So I start getting into the routine more. Because for me, like I just feel like obviously each to their own, but I'm in this sort of process where it's like I do stuff because I want to do it. Do you know what I mean? So I train hard because I want to. I diet because I want to, and I like to know that no matter what happens in life, I'm having fun when I'm doing it. So when I'm boxing for a world title, I'm not in the back room. This is the biggest moment of my life. I need to. No, I'm just in there chilling out with my coach, saying we do it every day. When I'm boxing in front of X amount of fans, whatever I'm doing, I'm enjoying myself. So same way with dieting, I enjoy myself. So as much as I'm losing weight, I still have fun with it.
That's awesome, because that's half the battle is dieting, man. I mean, the heavyweights don't have to worry about it too much, but anybody that you got to be on point, man, because it can drain you if you don't do it the right way. If you don't know how to manipulate the liquids. So that's awesome, brother, that you got that on lock.
Definitely. Yeah, was that the last
one?
one?
I mean, as you've seen, you've never ever seen me in one fight look tired or weak or.
Yeah.
That was the last one, Mario, for the Patreon questions. If anybody else
You've
wants.
never seen me look tired or weak, and then like,
Yeah, no, I haven't.
It's that plant-based diet, fam. You know what I mean?
Oh, I thought okay. I thought there was a delay response.
I thought the delay was. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I'm seriously blown away with how many times I hear from people like you who are physically strong and they maintain a vegan diet. It makes me think that I need to try it at some point. I've always been worried about the energy and the ability to maintain protein, but I mean, if you can do it, I'm sure anybody could.
Mario, check out Game Changers on Netflix, and also check out what Valdez did to Bert Choate. He's a plant-based dude right there.
Definitely. I've been having that Game Change on my Netflix queue for a little bit. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are
me too. Me too. I ain't even watched it myself.
Yeah, no, it looks good. But yeah, those are our questions. Lawrence, we want to thank you so much for coming on. And if at this time you want to give your social media so that people can follow you and wait for that big fight, hopefully coming at the end of the year or early next year.
Yes, you can follow me at Lawrence Okoli. So it's my name, Lawrence, and then OKOLIE, as long as you guys put it up there on Instagram. And just man, thanks for watching. Clay, Brandon, thanks for watching as well. Hopefully see you soon. Thanks to all of the other people out there around the world. Do you know what I mean? So we're just having fun right now. Enjoy.
Lawrence, you're on Twitter too, right?
Yeah, my Twitter is Lawrence_TKO.
All right, I found you. I'm following you right now, champ.
Perfect.
All right, that's Lawrence Okoli.
Thank you so much, Lawrence.
WBO
Have a good day, champ.
Cruiserweight champ, all the way from Great Britain.
1 second.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. Listen, great fighter, great rapper. Can't wait to see what he's got, coming for the rest of the year. And
There we go. Those are the knockouts right there.
Those unified fights are big time, oh man, look at that.
And those are the gloves he won them with.
Gorgeous.
That's a nice display case,
Yo,
man.
that is
dope. Blood on them. What do you think this is? This is still got the blood on them. Come on.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's a hell of a talking
I love
piece.
that belt. That colorful. What's that one? That's the
Commonwealth.
Yes. I love that belt.
And that's that. But what does it all really mean? Sorry, I'm gonna let you guys go. But when it's all said and done, belts, wins, they don't really mean anything. What matters is real life, making sure that you're telling the people that you're close to that you love them. I'm just trying to find a wife. I might come to America for one. If you guys know any good women out there as well, let me know
I got
as well.
you, champ.
There's good women in the States, bro.
Yo,
and
like
they
Spanish
dig
women, I got
the UK accent. You know what I mean?
Okay. Until then, I'm going to go and enjoy the barbecue. And it was good to see you guys.
Oh, wow. Stay blessed, brother.
Stay blessed.
Can't wait to have you back on the show.
Word. Yo, that was Lawrence Okoli. He gave a shout out to Brandon too. Shout out Brandon.
No, he's very calm, man. Very poised.
Man.
He was down for the call, but right now the skip is in the shadow realm, and we don't know what's going on. But Maestro, Mr. Marioski.
It looks like I'm blacked out, guys.
I see you.
I see you.
Yeah, Ness is blacked out, but I think he just covered his screen.
Yeah,
yeah. On YouTube. Oh yeah, you know what it is? Is Ness got the 4, and then one of them's him. So as soon as Lawrence, I think moves out, then it's gonna get you back.
Okay,
we'll see.
It is what it is. So look, we didn't finish that earlier discussion. I don't know if you guys want to finish it or not, but I think anybody that's a logical thinker that's fair-minded and that essentially, is objective will understand where I'm and many other people are coming from. Because, at the end of the day, let's say Jaime Munguia loses his next fight, right? And then comes out the day after that or 2 weeks later and says Eric Morales spiked his water, and then says he has evidence, but then refuses to produce the evidence. How is the Boxing Voice going to report that? As if it's something that could have occurred? I mean, it's absurd, man. So, it's just absurd. And people who really want to entertain that, just turn in your cards as boxing heads and boxing fans, because I don't see how any grown man, and I said grown man because a lot of these dudes are in their 30s like me or even older. Come on, you're not a teenage kid idolizing some person that's a lot older than you. How are you condoning this as a man?
Yeah, the qualm that I had with those quotes, accusations, whatever you want to call them, was that he never presented the evidence, right? Because that's the final stamp in the belief, is presenting the evidence that he says he had. So I don't know if that evidence will never be released or it just doesn't exist. Fact of the matter is it wasn't presented, so it doesn't.
Oh my God, are we back on the Wilder evidence?
Yeah, Maestro wanted to touch on it.
He's the heel, bro. My man.
Maestro's I will not lose.
Yo.
Maestro,
as he hits a Willie in his bike.
Real quick though, let's get the super chat from James Benitez where we left off. He says, "Bruh, these wild accusations. If there is evidence, Breland should get charged criminally. If there is evidence, it's sad that Breland hasn't filed a defamation or lost wages suit. So tired of this." And that was from my man's James Benitez. Shout out to James Benitez, who was in Atlanta with us last weekend. Good dude. And yeah, man, I hope we get to kick it again when we out there.
Let me get to these callers. You got all the super chats out the way?
That was the last one I seen, but
you got the CRB one?
No, I did not. No, there's nothing else anymore because I had it on James, and then I don't see anything else.
CRB Uno, who says, "Oh shit," he says, "My guy." Oh man, you read that, do me.
I'll read it as soon as his computer reloads the page.
Oh, okay. So he says, "My guy, Maestro, got his furniture from an abandoned building. My credit, repair.com, my guy. You can get help, Unk."
That's a funny one. Trust me, the furniture I have was
hold on, let me finish it.
Go ahead.
He says, "We don't want to see you like this in 2022.
Maestro even laughs at it.
I mean, actually, first of all, the furniture here in my home was picked out by my wife, and the argument I had with her was that it cost way too much. So, if it was up to me, I just have some futons and some shit in this den room. So,
I like the bookshelf. The bookshelves fly.
It's all my wife's doing. She likes designing and putting stuff together. So, if you want to attack anybody for that, have at it. It's my wife's.
I like the chairs are dope. I like the low sitting chairs.
I like the style. I like the colors. Yeah. I don't know where it comes from.
Did you guys get to what rep it?
No,
just showing love. No super chat.
Did not.
And then we got Raw Dog. You got the Raw Dog?
Nah, man.
He says, and let me screenshot.
Wilder having 3 excuses for losing makes his Breland claim look like bullshit.
Like bull caca.
And then after that, you got the James Benitez, or that's 2. He got 2. He says, "Bruh, these Wilder accusations." You got that one?
Yes.
He got that
and
one.
And then the next one is I don't know what to believe. You got that one?
No.
Nah. Right. I don't know what to believe, but allegations are just allegations. This issue is toxic. Good show as always.
Yeah, it's not toxic to Maestro. Maestro loves throwing this one back in the mix. He's like, "Hey, but what about that Breland situation?" We talking about flyweights.
I did it.
We talking about flyweights and shit. He's like, we was talking about a new way. He was like, yo, what about that Breland situation? I'm like, what the
Nah, it's like this is something that's really doesn't sit well with Maestro, and you can really tell.
I don't think that's the genesis of it at all. Like you had your friend on the show that not my friend Kenny, but your friend Kenny, the guy that was on with us earlier.
I'm welcoming all content creators to create.
I'm just saying he's the one who dropped the idea about this whole thing when I was on with him last time. And I essentially spoke what I feel is the truth. And then I logged in today again. He's on again. And I mean, why not double down on it at that point until he retracts the shit that he said? But he didn't retract it. He asked for a quote. I found the quote. I read the quote, and it is what it is. You know, what can I say? I like providing sources. You know, at the end of the day, that's what educated people do.
Well, I'm gonna give you a source right now in the form of a cruiserweight contender knocking blocks off. Brandon, I'm not gonna butcher your last name again and allow you to pronounce it. Glanton. See, we've been saying Glayton all today. Shit.
I said Glanton.
Coley
You made me.
Coley at the barbecue, like, yo, y'all heard this Glayton dude want to fight with me?
Nah, he gave you a shout out, champ.
You gonna turn the camera on and stop driving? Why you always driving when you want on a boxing voice, man? Can we get some great audio quality and a picture of the champ? There you go.
There it is.
Hello.
Yo, champ, you catch the shout out from Lawrence?
Caught that bullshit.
You sound a little far.
Yeah, he driving.
That bullshit.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. You got the earpiece in. So what you think of the interview, champ?
Yo, that's what's up. He boys, dude. He obviously know how to speak. You know how to conduct business. And you know how to handle himself. So that don't have nothing to do with fighting. I mean, like, I'm not really concerned about how well I interview. I'm more concerned about how can we make the date.
I mean, so you don't think he was pretty clear in becoming a champion doesn't mean you get to dictate. He said he found that out real quick. Like he ain't the champ, and now he just could get any fight he wants. So yeah, I just don't think is that easy, is what he let us know.
Yeah, I mean that's true. It's like how people say, "Oh, two fighters ducking each other." It's not the fighters. It's unfortunately that's how boxing business is handled. You know, you can make requests. Like I made the request to get the Apoche fight before he fought Dion and Earl. I didn't get it, so I got the fight when I showed up, and they brought it to me. They brought me in as an opponent, but that's when I got the fight. So, you know, I believe, you know, as a champion, he probably has a little bit to say so. But like he said, he just became champion. He's been champion for an hour and a half. So it's not really much he can demand. You know, he still gotta prove himself. You know, so. But I'm quite sure if he get me going ranked in the WBO, he can make that fight. They can bring me back to get hurt again.
So that's exactly what I was gonna bring up. The fact that FA is 13 and you just beat him, but obviously if you're not paying the sanctioning fees, they're not gonna rank you in that sanctioning body. And is that something you're looking to do, or are you comfortable staying in the WBA unless you can get something solid from Matchroom and Nicole's team?
No, if I get something solid, I don't care what you put me through. I mean, if I had to say I didn't have an interest in it, it would be the IBF for my own reasons. But other than that, man, however it needs to be done, that's the thing about those sanctioning bodies. It's not always about who wins. You know, like I said, I beat the number one. I was told before the fight that I was going to be number one. Coming to find out, yeah, I'm number 6. So, you know,
it's about relationships in boxing, and sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But however the fight needs to be made, you know, I'm fine with it. Whatever they gotta give me a fight, they'll get me ranked in the WBO, and then he'll have a defense elsewhere in the meantime, and then make it happen. It doesn't. Either way, I want the fight, and I think I've been pretty clear on that.
Did you hear what he had to say about American cruiserweights?
Yeah, it kind of skipped out, but I think I took from it that he was saying that American cruiserweights are soft.
Yeah, exactly.
Soft?
What do you think?
He says, I ain't, what? I thought I heard him giving you credit.
What, he
was being nice nasty. It's all good.
He was like saying, it's like, oh, they got one kind of type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think much of other American cruiserweights, but I support myself because all my experiences have come from America. It doesn't come from just fighting and being in the ring of cruiserweights. I've been all over the place. So, I mean, to me, he's just another giant with gloves. So he can make the fight. If he doesn't think much of American cruiserweights, doesn't think much of me, I'm an average guy. It's cool. Let's make the fight. Let's make the fight. You want to get the best fights, and you want to put on the show, and you want this, and you want that. You want your American debut to be a good fight. Let's make the fight. It's not like hiding.
So, Champ, man, what's the plan? Like, obviously, you need a direction. Everybody ranked above you is from another country with another network. You gonna have to bring them to your network. Like, your team is gonna have to believe in you to either make them an offer or contact them to, provide your services on another network to continue to move ahead. I mean, and I mean, oh my God, this first dude, he's 50 years old. How is he ranked above you at 50 years old? Like, his box rec picture looks, oh my God, I would have got my manager to take this picture down. Did you see this dude, Firat? What is his name? Firat Arson?
Oh yeah. But like I said, it's all about relationships. So that guy is probably inactive in fighting anymore. So.
Well, he got a fight scheduled. He got a fight scheduled for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fighting Ruben Edward Acosta, and he lost to Kevin, who is also ranked above you, who's from South Africa, and he has a loss to Johnny Muller, and that's it. He's 26-1 with 13 KOs, no knockouts.
Right.
Then you got Tommy McCarthy, who's lost to Richard Rackport, but he's facing Chris Billensmith, who's also ahead of you, which is crazy because Chris lost to Richard Rackport as well. But it's a UK-dominated division. It's always been an Eastern European division, man.
Yeah, I think that's why, since O'Neal Bell or Holyfield, these people haven't really, Americans haven't cared much about, the cruiserweight division. Me, I'm like, look, I get in where I fit in. I happen to be a 200-pound man. Let's do it. When I'm done the things I want to do at cruiserweight, let's move up. But as far as, guys being ranked above me, I spent so much time and energy being concerned about that and checking the rankings. I talked to Mikey, he's like, you know what? The rankings don't even matter. It's all about relationships. We'll get those fights. It's like we got that fight out of nowhere, and I wasn't supposed to get it, and I was supposed to lose or whatever. We'll get the fights. And as far as bringing them, I mean, Al can do anything. So I'm quite sure a deal can be made to get those guys over here or get me over there. Either way, I'll fight you in your backyard, my backyard, the phone booth, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm the easiest guy to work with when it comes to fights. So again, there's no reason why these fights can't be made with vocabulary or was it Riyad Merhay? I want to say his name wrong. Boomerang. All these guys, the fights, yeah, they fight elsewhere, but trust me, we're all fighting for just about the same reasons. And make the fight. There's no reason why we can't.
Mario?
No, listen, I think that Lawrence seemed very open to the idea of fighting different people. It seems like his idea is that he wants to unify, but he said he was open to a fight with you coming to America. He mentioned Dorticos, who doesn't have a title. Did you believe his energy? Did you feel him like? Did you believe him when he said he would be willing to take those fights?
I mean, I can say I believe him for the simple fact. I know I wouldn't get on here and tell a lie. Like I said, I don't have an interest in the IBF. Would I take it? Yeah, if I had that opportunity, yeah. I just don't. Brandon doesn't have an interest in that title. But I don't think he would pick me first.
No.
I don't think if he fought two guys fighting the same, I don't think he'll take me. I don't think he'll take Dorticos. So, I think he's smooth.
Champ, you sure them headphones connected? Because you sound like so far.
There we go. How's that one?
Holy shit.
There we go.
Much better.
Man, you killed us,
Yeah.
man. How you not going to have that on all this time? We
No,
barely
'cause
was
I
hearing you.
only had one in.
All right, well,
I
we
think
can
that
hear
was
you
the
now.
mic one.
Yeah, that was the one with the juice.
Oh, damn, I ain't know. But no, like I said, I think he was telling the truth for the most part. I don't think he'll pick me first. I don't think he'll pick Dorticos first. I think he gave all the reasons he wouldn't fight me. He knows I'm putting pressure on him. I proved I had a 10. He's already said what I told y'all last time we spoke. He's not the biggest puncher in the world. He said that I'm not a boxer. People know that. I'm coming to punch in your mouth. I'm not a boxer. That's not hiding. So he gave you the reasons why he wouldn't fight me. But I think he would flat out decline it if he made an offer. No, I think he would try to get the best deal out of it. But I know that that'll be a fight he prepared for as best he could, just for the simple fact he knows how I'm coming. So I don't think he's scared. I think he's smart.
I
Well,
feel.
Oh,
go ahead.
Go.
No, I was just gonna say I feel like if there's this desire to come to America, because you represent a very, very small demographic of American cruiserweights at the highest level, I feel like he would have to come to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, look, could you do like another fight? I'm sure, unification or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to fight in America, why not fight an American?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm an American cruiserweight. Obviously, the best American cruiserweight, and I'm doing my best to prove I'm the best of cruiserweight, period. Now, like I said, I'm not going to get on here and lie to you and say I know how all the business deal works, because I don't. But I know that I'm trying very hard from my end. I'm pushing very hard. And the only thing I really haven't pushed for is anything in the IBF. That's because I don't have an interest. But does that mean if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna take it? Absolutely, absolutely. So like I said, I don't think he got on there and told lies. I think he found a way to ease around it. I think he was respectful. I think he's smart to not let that be his American debut. You know.
Yeah, I like both y'all. You know what I mean. So to me, that's a great fight. Matchup wise or stylistic wise,
Oh, that's the best.
it's whoa. It would be fireworks.
Yeah,
Fireworks.
we're literally opposites. Like uh, outside of him being a little, I've seen him be a little bit aggressive in his fights, but
Sure.
outside of that, man, that'd be a great fight. Like that's what people want to see, and that's the type of fight I want. I know he's coming to fight. I know he's coming to, obviously he wants to keep his title. So if like I said, the hardest part is actually making it to the ring. You make it to the ring, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So I love to fight that clown, man.
Yo, damn, the clown. Why you call him a clown?
He's a clown, man. This dude is slew-footed, flat-footed, lazy hands. Like I would love. Listen.
Whoa.
If you think I sat on here and haven't broken him down to the best of my ability, it's the same thing.
But
can
you
look
know
at
what
a
they
fight.
say, man. You know what they say is easier said than done, and it's easy looking from the outside in. When you get in there with the size of Lawrence, the range, the jab, you got to cut that distance. It just I'm not saying you're not used to doing it in sparring. I'm just saying it could be a different story when you're in the ring.
It's always something you didn't expect. When we spar, under 6-7 heavyweights that live in America now, we thinking about the distance, but it's always something you don't expect. And there's not necessarily a problem. It's just something you don't expect, and you gotta adjust to it. So yeah, of course, you know what I mean. You gotta respect anybody who decides to lace up a pair of gloves and get in the ring with you. You gotta respect what they can do and what they may do. But at the same time, I got enough confidence in what I do and things that are proven time and time again. It's not gonna be a problem. Like I said, we prefer to fight those taller guys. That's a preference. It's no problem.
I wanted to ask.
It sounds like you broke that fight down in your head already. Like you already.
Yeah, he said that. He said he didn't come on here without breaking it down. But I wanted to ask: have you revisited the conversation we had with anyone in your team about the Steve Cunningham possibility? And we are joined by Spencer Farron.
Oh, Spencer
on the line as well,
brother.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Jay about it, and that'll all be a good fight. There's no fight that we didn't guess. There's no fight that I can't think of a fight that I immediately say no to. We got a great thing going here. So the Cunningham fight, that'd be great again if we can get it.
But you put it out there. You put it out there for him to seek it out, or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the thing about it, I think what have to happen, even though Cunningham, on his way out, I think he still has more, pull than I do. So I really feel like it would have to be coming from his side. If it comes from his, if I say I want it, it's like, all right, well, we'll consider it. But if he wants it, it's like, oh, well, hey, let's try to make that happen. You know what I mean? So I don't know the guy. I don't know how to reach him. I don't know how to contact him. But I'm sure he saw the last interview. I'm sure he's looking for a fight. He just fought
Frank Mir.
Frank Mir. So I'm quite sure he's looking to cash out. So let's do it.
You want to cash him out, huh?
Yeah, let's do it. Like that's what we do this for. We do this to prove we're the best.
That's why I got you Spencer Farron on, man. He's a good friend of Lawrence Okoli, and I'm hoping he can make that fight for you, man. He's with MTK Global. He's been on Sky Sports Ringside podcast. You know, he's been on Sky Sports. I mean, he's done just about everything. Spence, can you make this fight with your good friend Lawrence Okoli? We just interviewed him. I didn't want to have them go at each other. I'll schedule a virtual, meeting in the future. But you think this is a fight we can make happen? Get Lawrence Okoli that American debut?
You know what? I don't know about that. Peace to the brother. You know what? I just jumped out. I don't even know who the brother is. So, I mean,
have you watched? I'm gonna bring you up to speed. Do you remember the undefeated Nigerian cruiserweight by the name of F.A. Otobar Apuchi, trained by Ronnie Shields?
Yeah.
Well, this is the gentleman who F.A. had some choice words. Who I think he called you not a real man because you weren't Nigerian. Is that true, or not real blood, something like that?
He said he's not a nigga. He didn't come over here on a slave ship. He came over on a plane, so we different.
Wow.
So they had a fight.
He's not American. He's real. He's a real African. He's not African American. He's real African.
You know what? The plight of one of us is the plight of all of us. So, I'm not going to get into that, but I do get where he's coming from, and I believe that he's trying to wind you up while he's saying that. But it is what it is. I can't really buy into that, to tell you the honest truth. But on the matter, you just saying that you want to go and fight, you're meant to believe in your heart, because listen to what you're saying, that you could beat Lawrence Okoli. Because if you didn't, then you're in the wrong game. You know what I mean? So, and that's the truth. But Lawrence is my guy. I truly believe that Lawrence will feature as a heavyweight and potentially pick up world titles as a heavyweight. I'm not just saying it because I've known him since he's been young. I've got a lot of time a day for him. But he has ridiculous punching power, and he's actually learning on the job. And he's actually learning on the job, but he's picking up world titles at the same time. He's a dangerous proposition for anybody because he has that long, elongated right hand, very, very similar to Bob Foster, the former light heavyweight champion of the world in the 70s. Very, very similar to that. I know he studied a lot of Tommy Hearns as well. It'd be nice if like he could come out to America and get against somebody like himself. But I think at this present moment in time, I think Lawrence Okoli is looking to unify the cruiserweight championship. So no disrespect to you, I don't think he'd be actually looking at you, but there are some really good cruiserweights out there. Who you signed to, brother?
With Mikey Garcia and Al Heyman.
Okay, well then, so if you're with Mikey Garcia and Al Heyman, you ain't with no little guys. They're gonna get you. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the right fights. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the right fights. You're gonna get steered in the right way. And I think eventually when you start earning your stripes and you're knocking on the doors, then things like this can happen. See, it's very easy.
That's the thing. And that's exactly what I was, saying to the guys. Hey, I can say what I want all day long. And the point of the thing is, when I get those opportunities to take full advantage of them, man. And so you got to do it from one fight to the next fight to the next fight, and you got to keep doing it until you're in that spot. So just like I'm telling you, hey, I don't have a reason to be going through this IBF thing. I don't have a reason. I'm not even looking at those guys. It's not that I don't feel like they're threatening. It's not that I don't feel like it'll be, huh?
Where are you ranked right now? What's your record?
Number 6 in the WBA of the cruiserweight division.
What's his record next?
Brandon, what are you? 12-0?
14-0.
14-0.
11 KOs.
11 KOs.
How many?
11.
Hey, so you're hot, man.
He's willing to do the Ryan Rozecki fight. If you want to fly Rozecki in, he'll take out Rozecki for you.
Okay.
I think he's from Canada, right?
Please.
He's from Canada?
Please get him. Yeah, he's from Canada. He's another one who said my name. And that was that. So, again, he can make it happen. Especially if you say my name, let's do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I said, I think you're doing the right things right now because of the merge of social media. You're on the Boxing Voice right now. Your Boxing Voice is serious. If I'm in the UK now and like I'll get a message from this, and I'm replying to this, and I'll say, "Oh, come, I'll jump on." Like, all you got to do is keep on doing what you're doing. If you're I mean, just keep on building. Respect the craft. I'll say, I believe that you're doing that. Respect the craft, and then the fights will come. Like I said, if you're signed to Mikey and to Al, you know what I mean? You know, it goes. It's like sometimes it's not the continuity, but when it comes big. When you're with Al Heyman, I would say just keep on applying yourself to your craft, my friend. But,
absolutely, and that's why I'm not worried. You know, people,
I'm also saying to everyone,
about,
on that, right? Because I'm being a little bit subdued. It's like Nessa saying, this is not really Spencer. Usually I'm loud and everything else. I'm tired today. I'm just saying, like, with Lawrence Sokoli, he has like evangelical preacher punching power. Like, he touch you and you get the Holy Ghost.
You hear this, Brandon? You heard him?
Right?
I heard him.
Right. So as long as you're prepared for that, that's all I'm trying to say to you. As long as you're prepared for that, it's all cool.
Hey, listen, I'm not concerned about another man. You know, I'm not concerned about what another man can do. I'm respectful, but he's got to worry about what I'm doing. I don't have time to sit back and be more or less concerned about what another man is plotting on or what he can do or his abilities or whatever. I'm concerned about, hey, this is what I know how to do. This is what I'm great at doing. And until somebody proves me wrong, this is what I'll continue to do. Now, I'm more than happy to get in there with his evangelic reach and his hellacious power and his supreme athleticism. That's sure, but get in there.
Bro, I'm just
get in there. Hey, listen, understand what I'm saying. He's a man like I'm a man. I put my pants on one leg at a time now. Unless he can do two, hey, he ain't special. But it's all respect. I do respect the craft. That's why I work extremely hard at it. And I'm going to continue. I don't think so. Are you serious? Maybe the win. It didn't. Miracle. I guess something hit us in the road. I don't know. I didn't feel it. But yeah, I'm not concerned. Listen, I'm worried about what I do. I don't have time to worry about what he's doing. Let's make it happen whenever we can make it happen. And that's all I can say. I fought a lot of guys with power. I've been in the ring with a lot of guys with 85, 86-inch reaches. You know, let's do it.
Well,
Bro,
Brandon. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I hear that, and I respect that as well, because like, and any man want to be back and say, "Oh, look, this guy's a champ, and I think I could beat him," because that's the sport that we're in. You're meant to think like that. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, when Lawrence Sokoli hits him, you know, my goodness gracious, does he hit him?
Well, we shall find out.
Yeah.
Pochi said the same thing. We shall find out. Jogba said the same thing. We shall find out. You know, it's always the same thing with these guys, man. You know, I'm sorry, I turned my camera around.
Yep.
You know, we hit something on the road. They're guys until they're not. You understand? Like, hey, all I can say is just make it happen, man. He didn't disrespect me, so I'm not gonna disrespect him.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's make the fight happen.
Respectful to you, you know. But what I am saying is that Lawrence Sokoli is constantly improving, and he's improving in every fight, and I'm being very, very impressed with him. I'm gonna have to go study your fights now, bro, because I'm a person who likes to sit down and watch guys. You know what I mean? So I can't give you a proper.
Please, by all means, watch and learn.
Watch you fight. I do remember when you was going back and forth, but I haven't seen you fight, bro. So I will, but all I can just vouch for Lawrence Sokoli's ridiculous punching power. And not only that, but under the absolutely your Shane McGuigan now.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this because my bumper hanging. I'm gonna be honest with you. And his power and the belief and all that is ultimately the reason why he's gonna be on his back. I'm gonna hurt that boy. So we can keep going back and forth, and you can keep telling him about his ridiculous punching powers. Well, they're not me. So, like I said, let's make it happen. I don't need to hear about his ridiculous punching power because his belief in that was going to be the reason why he gets hurt. So, just like the rest of this time.
By the results of what he's produced. Do you see his last fight?
Absolutely. I saw one fight. Man, he fought a guy with a short right hand. That was beautiful. I definitely pay attention.
Well, as long as you're acknowledging that, then that's cool. Because you're not rubbishing and saying like, oh, well, you're meant to beat Lawrence Okoli. If you didn't believe that, it's the wrong game. You know what I mean?
The thing is, what you gotta remember, I would say Lawrence Okoli is at the top or on his way to the top. Everybody at the top can punch. Everybody at the top can fight. It's the little things that make big differences in fights. When you get to the highest levels, it's not, oh, he's got the power. Well, no shit, he's got power. Everybody at the top can punch in each weight class. Most guys, maybe Paulie was a soft punching guy, but he was champion for a reason. He knew how to flat out fight. But you got power, speed, you got natural boxing ability, you got IQ, you got all these things. So if he's superb in one category, that's fine. If he's superb in two, that's fine. But it's about being overall. Look at my guy Wilder. He was one fighter to make it his whole career on a puncher's chance, and then he didn't. So you know, hey, it's differences. It's the subtle differences.
I expect here's the difference between somebody like a Lawrence Okoli and Deontay Wilder, and like, whereas I know Lawrence very well, and like,
oh no, it was a major difference. I'll just use it as an example.
Yeah,
major difference between those guys.
But
like, we know that.
With somebody like Lawrence Okoli, it's his willingness and his keenness to learn. He's so keen to learn more stuff. Like, you'll get a rash, like, yeah, send me this tape. What fight shall I be watching? But when I mean like this guy's on it, I'm telling you that he's on it. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to say props to you. You know what I mean? You're 14-0, so you ain't no muppet. I'm just saying again because it's like, listen, I mean, I remember for the first time I properly met Lawrence, I said, Lawrence, you're going to blow, you know? He said, for real? I said, bro, you are going to blow. And it fills me with pride and a joy when you see a young kid come from virtually nothing, working in McDonald's, flipping burgers to flipping world titles and flipping real people, to say, okay, I'm just telling everybody now, you're not something to get touched. That is it. You know what I mean? Seriously, if
Okoli isn't the only one learning on the job.
Right, Afro.
I said, Okoli isn't the only one learning on the job. Did I turn my camera off? He isn't the only one learning on the job. Okoli isn't the only one who had to, go through this and go through that. Like I said, you got perception and you got reality. So I don't know what you think when you see my Instagram or my Facebook, what perception you have of me or my life, but
wait, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna go into it.
Shit ain't sweet, man. So you can make these comparisons, but no matter what you say or no matter what I say on this live, until we get in the ring and dance, it's all speculation. Now, I have a very strong reason why I'm speculating a little bit truer and harder. But hey, you're a big supporter of this guy, and you're a believer, and you're doing your job, and you're on his bandwagon, and you believe it. You've seen it for yourself. You know boxing and this and that. It's like everybody else until they're wrong. So I have no reason to doubt anything you're saying because it's what you've seen. Just like, if two countries go to war, you got your side and you got your side. It's two different history books. So, However, I beat this guy, and he's still talking. He's still saying he won the fight. So, and they saw that on national TV. So I don't know what else you want me to say here. I don't know how long you want me to actually listen to you give Okolie his accolades. But hey, like I said, much respect. Huh?
What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Team Bulletproof. Are we still live, Ness?
Yeah.
Yeah, Team Bulletproof. Y'all go check me out at Team Bulletproof. You know, like I said, you and Okolie, neither one of you have been disrespectful, so I don't have a reason to be disrespectful or or closed off. But at the end of the day, you know, him saying certain things and me saying certain things, hopefully it leads to a fight. And that way we can be completely silent and we can fight as loud as we want to with our hands. So,
bro, I'm looking forward. I'm watching one of your fights right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm watching one of your fights right now on your Instagram as we're speaking. So, like I'm saying, bro, I'll be looking forward to this, Mr. Bulletproof. You know what I mean? I hope you're bulletproof for real. But, you want
How'd I know that was coming?
Yeah, you want to be bomb-proof against Lawrence Okolie, though, bro.
All right.
Well, Brandon, man, I want to thank you, obviously, for coming on short notice, brother. Give out that social media for anybody who isn't following you can do so.
Hey, man, y'all go check me out at Team Bulletproof. Enjoy the show. It's a movie, man. Team Bulletproof everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, millions. Check you guys out. You're doing a good job.
Service is gone a little bit there. And Spence, let them know where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can grab me, master_knowledge on Instagram, Spencer_Farron on Twitter, and we do this all day, every day. I'll say to the UK people, 9 o'clock tomorrow, we're doing the fight along for Joe Joyce versus Carlos Takam. It's going to be a great fight. Myself, Babatunde Ajayi.
Who you going for? Yeah. Joyce, right?
I got Joe Joyce winning late stoppage, but I do not believe that it's going to be an easy fight. Simply because Takam knows that this is kind of like a last hurrah. If you look at Takam's kind of style of fighting, he's bulldozing, come forward fighter. If Takam tries to stand off and tries to box with Joe Joyce, he's going to get beat comprehensively, like bad comprehensive beating. I could see this fight ended in 7 rounds. But if Takam can try and stick it on Joe Joyce, we've seen Joe Joyce get hurt to the body before. In the Brian Jennings fight, he got hurt when he got touched downstairs. Was that round 1 or 2, round 2? So if he can administer that kind of style, be like marauding, come forward, head rolling, throwing those shots downstairs, we don't know what's going to happen. But we have one man who's on the decline and one man who's on the ascent. So you have to go for Joe Joyce, especially the Joe Joyce that really gave Daniel Dubois a boxing lesson. You got to go for Joe Joyce, but because Carlos Takam is the most experienced fighter that he's in with, then it's going to be interesting for a little bit. But you know what? Joe Joyce is a very good fighter. You know, it's just that he's good at what he does, but it's methodical in what he does. So it's not like you don't think there's a lot of excitement or electricity there when he's fighting. But if you look at the things that he does it very, very well. He's very, very well scored. Very well scored. So because of that, I'm saying, like, I got Joe Joyce. I would say maybe a stoppage on the stool from about round 7 to 8. And if not, it would be a comprehensive points win. But I could see a late stoppage. But Joe Joyce is going to win.
Yeah, that's a great break.
How do you see it? How do you guys see it?
I see it pretty much the same way, Spence. And good to see you again. Ness, I got to jump up out of here.
Yeah, we're all out of here, brother. I'm letting him give out his, his social media, and we're pretty much done. But yeah, Spence, let everybody know where they can find you, and you do the same, Maestro.
Yeah, like I said, master_knowledge on Instagram. You can also get me on the Stamina for Sale YouTube page where we do the Fight Is Right podcast. Myself, Babatunde Ajayi, my brother from another mother, with the man with the can, Gary Blake. And you can get me on Spencer_Farron on Twitter. Let me just big up a couple people. Let me big up Shiesty, because there's a badass rapper female rapper from the UK back in the day. She was bad, Shiesty. So she says, "Oh man, Spencer, I love you." You just contact me, listen, I love you. Like, you mean I listened to on you and Ness go back and forth. I was like, wow, like Ness, you're getting a following in the UK, you know.
That's amazing.
Like MC Shiesty, she's like a legend. She's a badass rapper, man.
Nice.
Bad rapper. So when she's saying like, "Oh, I'm hearing you," and like, you know, it goes, I'm repping for the rep. So it's all good, right? Continue good work, Ness, my brother. You big up as well, and yeah. I just watched that guy fight, Team Bulletproof. He's not bad, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very,
He's
very.
not bad fight.
You got a lot of determination.
Win on the Morrell Jr. undercard, and my concern was that he was about to get robbed, but luckily he didn't, and that was a great win.
Yeah.
So, like I said, Ness, I got to jump up out of here. You know, my channel's real small. I'm just getting started. You got a much bigger platform, so.
Channel's not small. You're talking with Spencer Ferron. Your channel can't be small anymore.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Hey,
well, I did.
Your channel's not small. Don't talk no small talk.
Yeah.
No small talk.
Well, I
appreciate that. My friend, humongous. It's massive. Right? You don't need to talk down your shit because other people want to do
that. So
right,
look,
cool.
I want to get the message out to more people, man. I really hope that people here, especially in the United States, will be willing to contact their senators, congressmen, about what's going on with the U.S. government and its illegal and inhumane sanctions against the Cuban people. There are very few people in the world that are as passionate about boxing as the Cuban people. And they're being starved, man, by these illegal and inhumane sanctions, this blockade that denies food, equipment, technology, medicine, all of it, all because the Cuban people have had the audacity to not be slaves to U.S. imperialism. So if you care about that, please do make a call, because it's only going to come from the United States for this situation to change. These are our Caribbean brothers and sisters. They're struggling. They've been struggling for a while now. And if you live in the United States, you are the people that can change that situation. So please do consider doing that. Again, you can find me on Maestro A Boxing. That's my channel. Like Spencer said, I got to say it's big. It's growing anyways. And I appreciate that, Ness. Always appreciate you allowing me to have a voice on the Boxing Voice.
For sure, brother. Voice of the people.
Channel isn't big, it's humongous. You know what I mean? You know the rules, man. Speak it till you seek it till you see what you say. You have to visualize to materialize. Simple as that, bro.
Appreciate that, fam.
Love, man.
All right.
So check everybody. Take care.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you, gentlemen. Let me see. Line 6, talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Ness? Just wanted to say I'm tired of hearing about the Fury and Wilder crap, so I'm going to bless this channel with some Boots talk. You know what I'm saying? Last time, I didn't have time, but today I got time. We need to put some respect on Boots' name. I don't care what anybody say about he ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought nobody because they don't want to fight him. You had that Jamal James guy come on, and he was saying, oh, I will after I get a championship. He don't want to fight Boots because Boots was smoking, and he know for a fact. And when Boots beat him, y'all going to say he was too easy. That's my call, Ness. Thank you.
All right. Coach Myers, you got anything before we wrap it on up? Coach
you hear me?
Myers, yes, sir.
All right, ain't nothing much. Good show. Shout out to all y'all keeping it moving. Hopefully you're doing another show. I got 4 more hours of work to go.
Send me some
y'all
topics,
call in. Y'all call in and keep this show going for another 4 hours. And line 6, you're bugging. You got to take step-up fights every fighter does. Like Spence, like everybody. You got to wait for that breakout fight and then take it. You can't say people are running and dodging if you're low on the totem pole. So, but that's my call.
Austin, what up? About to call you Kellen again and shit.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, that caller was spitting, bro. Boots don't be getting enough respect, man. I'm tired of hearing about that Wilder dude. It is what it is. It's in the past, man. Don't nobody give a fuck. But yeah, Boots, bro. They need to put respect on his name, man. Hey, just a quick little question. I'm gonna give you a little rundown. Who do you got? Spencer Manning.
I don't pick, man. These dudes get mad.
What? I mean, I get it. You're a big dog out here, shit, man. But yeah, man, shit, I gotta get back to work, bro. That's my call. Shout out to Ness, pin the Discord, bro. Hey, shout out to Hobbs, New Mexico. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Border Wars. Shout out to my son Jordan Baker. And that's my call, man. I gotta get back to work.
All right. Yo, Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I mean, yo, you a boomerang, so you might as well respond to these Ennis haters. Come on back before I end it, right?
Hey, first off, Ness, I think there was a few super chats. I sent one out.
Oh, okay.
But for the dude that said, Boots got to walk up the line. I mean, Ness, come on, man, just vibe with me here. What more can Boots do, man? I mean, he's 24-0, like I'm 26-0. Like the man needs fights, man. Man, Crawford don't have a dance partner. If Crawford could beat Boots, Crawford would be TDE, but Boots would smoke Crawford too. I'm not just some fanatical, man. Boots he checks every block.
Nah, yeah, that bell was by accident too. If you still got more, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying Boots checks every block. He's athletic. He got a good chin. His footwork is amazing. His discipline. The dude says he's always in the gym. He's not out in the streets. All I want is for people to realize that they are sleeping on the guy just because he's not really out there, man. The dude is nice, and I just pray that one day you can get him on the show so I can just hear the guy talk. You know what I mean? Thanks, Ness. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I gotta go to his social media, man. If I screen share the amount of times I hit this dude up, even when I seen him in Atlanta, I interviewed him and then I showed him my messages and my texts. I got DMs and texts. I mean, he's just not a phone dude, or I don't know, you know, because I said, damn, did I do something? I showed him all the messages. He's like, nah, man, I'm just, I be in the gym. I don't be fucking with my phone. You know, gave me all the excuses as to why he doesn't reply to the dozens and dozens of messages. But, Brandon, if you're listening, get on a job. They want you to get Boots on the show. We got line 6 read that says, I don't care how annoyed you guys get. I'm going to make Boots Ennis a household name. Y'all boys just keep sleeping when Boots. Y'all boys just keep sleeping when Boots. I don't know what he meant by that. I guess he meant on Boots. UK Charlie says water, gloves, ref, costume. I could believe 1, not 4. I hear you, man. LV Slugger says Glanton not with all that rapping, strictly about that action. Hashtag make the fight. Hashtag I'm a beast. I'm a savage. Yo, why Sam in the UK threw me under the bus, man? Thought you was my man. You was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die. Thought you would die with me. My man was like, yo, my man hates your rap. Like, damn, do you want him to come back or not? Some shit is for the community, man. You know what I'm saying? Majid, you talking or you just listen?
Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to subscribe to the channel, YouTube, members and Patreon for something. Yeah, man, you was supposed to finish that verse, man, that left titty verse. I ain't gonna even do it though. But yeah, I feel like if anything with this Fury and COVID, like I feel like possibly he lying and shit. But if I just take my assumptions out the way, just wear a fucking mask if you're gonna be out here in front of all these people. So if some shit happened where his history of pulling out of fights and shit, like myself, you just need to come on, man. Like put a mask on. Don't you tripping? But yeah, man, hey, good work on this show today or whatever, and that's all I got.
Thank you, brother. Let's see what we got. Looking like we got the everybody. Coach Miles, you want that boomerang if I haven't already?
Yeah. Yo, you hear me?
We do.
Yo, Another show later on. What's the plan? What's the plan for today? It's just one show and that's it.
Nah, man, I just need the topic, man. Send something in the Discord or in the Skype somewhere. I need to know.
Well, I know. Soon you got to get Cassius on. August 14th, and chit chat about that a little bit. Throw a little promotion, the boxing voice promotion sauce on that. That's always good. But that's it. Good job. That's my call.
All right. Next GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Let me double check on these super chats. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. Gonna refresh. Do. Everybody left. Ness is here. Solo Dolo. Scarface. No Manolo. You already know. And we got Ken Stone with the $2 super chat. Says Olympic boxing starts tonight. Let's go, USA. Yo, peace. Hope y'all enjoyed.